fuck Hamilton, fuck Spaces, fuck Twitter. Yeah,
Prostitute.
you know what? That's the example of censorship. That fucking example of my government not letting me speak. Don't let me say all I have to
I
say.
know.
Fuck the
Oh, that
government.
was
Fuck.
it was such a good one. It was such a good one. Be proud of yourself. We're pushing people up, and even he was like, he left laughing. It's like
Fuck,
this is
fuck,
who we are.
fuck Hamilton as well, and fuck him and Twitter, and fuck censorship, and fuck the government that it's
Fuck
been.
the guy. Always. I mean, if I put everything, I'm this close because one of my friends is threatening us. He's threatening. Oh, holy shit! Has been doing some shitty things, especially when it comes to that new VPN hack. The information I got can put the fucking whole infosec community in pieces.
Wow. Yeah. Well, it's not place to talk about that. I
But yeah, I
feel.
know, I know, I know. That's why we're putting a little bit out there. So if they listen, they're gonna be like, oh my god.
I well, I do. I play the same game with in my situation. I also would post some things that some people ask me, "Oh, you are revealing so much information, and it's just a portion of a page scanned that means nothing to all the valley except one person that can understand and can get the message that I'm telling him to fuck off in just a tweet, and nobody but him can understand that. But yeah, I give them just pieces of information that drives them crazy. I think. I hope because
Exactly, exactly. I do fully understand you, bro. I've been listening to you. I was like, holy shit, Alberto is like me. He's just messing. He's just trolling a little bit, but then he's just pushing it up.
yeah, and I really enjoy doing that because I feel that this fucking game, because it's a fucking cheese game.
It is.
Uh,
It is.
you the tools that I have is communication. My weapon is knowledge, is communication, is that is having the information that I need and using it in a wise way. That's my tools. I mean, I don't know how to use a fucking gun. I won't go with a gun to anywhere. I mean, and I wouldn't like to harm anyone with a gun. I mean, I can use other ways of getting what I think is fair and what I think it's the correct thing to do. I mean, let's fucking use it. Let's be smart. Sometimes
Exactly.
I might cross the line, but I'm still alive, so I think it's great.
You should join our signal group. We're just 4 people, 5 people, and
Okay,
those guys are really funny as well. They're like, holy fuck this government, fuck everything,
yeah, yeah. I
burn
mean,
it all down.
yeah, I mean, we have to destroy all of those structures that are being so evil and they're taking control over our lives. Nobody can control me. I mean, fuck you. Come control yourself,
Good man.
motherfucker. I don't want to be controlled. I mean, I was born as a human being and freedom. And
Exactly.
I mean, I've been in prison. I know what it is to lose the possibility to choose, to lose your freedom. And I am out of prison now, but I still feel like a prisoner in this system that is really pushing you into part of it, whether you like it or not. No,
Yep.
fuck, man. I don't want to play that game. I want to play
Yep.
my game. I want to set my
Yep.
rules.
Good man. This is what I want to hear. I mean, we are having this. He was a really good guy. One of my friends. I protected him for a long time, and then he goes over and fucks me all over. Goes to my manager, tells shit, changes logs. I mean, I can show you about this guy that was bragging about the new VPN hack back in 2018. I can show you that he's a liar. I lost so much on that fucking guy that holy shit. And
Yeah,
I mean, I have so many stories that I can actually mention, but I expect you not to. I mean, this is a private conversation, so I wouldn't.
yeah. I
And
mean, you hold information that, as I said, it's all about timing. It's all about when you have the power in your hands. Use it wisely because
yeah,
what you
exactly.
can help a lot of people, and we need people that open their eyes and stop following the fucking rules because
Yep.
they are convinced that they're doing the right thing because the rules of society are saying that doing the right thing is doing this, follow all the shit. No, motherfuckers, go the other way. Who said that was the correct thing? I mean, nobody. I mean, I can go to the other way. I don't want to go where everybody goes. I want to create my own path. I mean, it's
Yeah,
my
but
life.
the thing is, when we start doing this, what you and me are doing, people are saying we are crazy. You know?
Yeah,
People,
I am crazy. I am crazy, but I love it.
yeah. I mean, it's better being crazy for privacy than fucking security. Shit, when I heard that, I was like, no, fucking security. If security goes over privacy, because people broke into my place, they bragged about it to me due to logs being changed, and now these people are very fucking worried that I will hack the shit out of them. It's like, holy macaroni. But I'm
Well,
not. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I use words. I don't use actions. I don't
well,
hack people.
I don't either, but I would love to be. I would not be able because I will fucking do it. I will have the government. I will have the system.
That's so
Uh,
lovely.
and I'm sorry if the government is listening to this, which is very likely, but I'm
Very,
going to
very
fuck you,
likely. Very.
motherfuckers. I'm going to fuck you.
Go fuck yourself, fucking government. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. You can stop me from talking here because I couldn't hear a
Exactly.
fucking word the other conversation. But what the hell? I have no problems with this one. This one is so smooth. It's perfect. But I don't know. The person from South Africa was the problem. I don't fucking know. Fuck.
I mean, hey, we are talking. He was a good guy. I mean, he understood us. In the end, he was like, holy shit. Yeah, privacy is better over security, because if you get security from the fucking government, they will. That's what I tried to tell him about the manipulation about me. I was like, holy macaroni, you should just see what they've done to me. And you would be like, oh, no.
Yeah, and I was so frustrated that I couldn't share my experience with him. I mean, I had so much to say, but you were saying the things that I wanted to say. So I said, okay, he's saying the things I wanted to say, so that's fine. Let them talk.
Yeah, but that's what we are protecting. We're protecting the fucking privacy. I mean, we can't have our privacy. I mean, what is there to use? You build your own fucking Linux kernel? Holy heck, no. It's not going to even be possible, even though that you think it's going to be possible. Even though I do a lot of Wi-Fi hacking, and my neighbor was really pissed at me because I hacked this shit out of him. I was like, I need that Wi-Fi, I'm sorry.
It's for a good purpose.
Yeah, it was for a good purpose, because I was betting my family was ball. So I was like, and then he came back, like, I lost you for 6 months. I go, fuck yourself. It's like, I'm even in Windows, I'm doing these PowerShell scripts that goes into Pornhub, automatically clicks a link every, it's a randomized script that goes into Pornhub, and then just for 24 hours, just continues clicking Pornhub clicks. and then I saw it on the internet. Oh my God, this guy's watching a lot of porn. I was like, you stupid idiots. You stupid idiots. Analyze this, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, according to the government, I am watching 26 hours a day Netflix, which makes no sense. I mean,
Yeah.
he's watching two streams at the same time. Oh my God, what the hell is going on? Yeah, motherfuckers. I'm addicted to Netflix. I love Netflix.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about setting up. I used to have a Tor middle relay once upon, and having it outside my network and just pushing the Tor middle relay or an exit. I'm thinking about doing that again and mixing the traffic so much that they will be like, holy fuck, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, that's the best strategy. I mean, noise. The same that they do with us. They bombard us with bombs of fake information, fake
Yep.
news. Okay,
Yep.
let's flood them with noise.
Exactly. This is why I love talking to you, Alberto. You know this about noise. Make noise about nothing. Build your
They're even
script and
crazy because
make it work.
they can understand. They're unable to understand, and they just go crazy. So that's wonderful. I love it.
I did that already in 2017. I started that because I was like, holy shit, they're analyzing me. I was like, okay. I put on my work computer a PowerShell script that was like, go to Pornhub.
Yeah, the thing is here the main problem is that those guys are so stupid and so corrupt that actually what they can show on papers as evidence of anything, uh,
Right.
they can take it as legal admissible evidence, something that is completely understood or interpreted
Hmm.
in a stupid way, and
Exactly.
they can show it to a judge, and they can send anyone to prison for watching a video of the Backstreet Boys. They can guess that something completely stupid from what they get. So they're so fucking stupid. Oh my god!
But the
But
thing is,
I try
the
to have
problem.
fun with it because I don't want to think about the bad
Oh,
consequences because that's not positive. I need to focus and try to be a step not ahead, but
Bro,
that's for
I'm
sure.
gonna go to the talk. Nana, just join us. Give me a sec. I'm gonna be back in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I invited Nana to speak. He was a host yesterday. Sabit. Nana was hosting yesterday with me a beautiful space about security in social networks. Uh, I invited you to speak, Nana, if you want. We were talking about privacy and security and how we both prefer. Give me privacy and fuck security if I have to choose one. Of course, I want both, but sometimes you cannot choose. Nana, can you give me a signal if you are listening? Can you send me a 100 or something? Hmm. I guess you are not listening. Fuck Twitter Spaces. This is a peer-to-peer conversation between Sapit and I that's been intercepted by our governments. Oh, but you can do this, Nana. You can show me 100, not in direct message here. Congratulations on the space. It was really great. The show that, yeah, fuck spaces. It was a great. I really loved the space that we had yesterday. It was really wonderful. And all the people that contact me told me that it was great. So we should do something again. That's for sure. I really love it. Oh, okay. Now, why didn't you say that from the start? I wasn't understanding. Why did you tell me that you were connecting from your desktop? That was the first thing you had told me. So now that you're hearing, earlier we were talking with somebody from South Africa, and he was showing us, he was expressing his concerns regarding technology, security, privacy, the implications of having new technology, um, taking away jobs of people, and how to mitigate the effects of people losing their jobs because of being replaced by technology. So, okay, now I think you are in a cellular. You have left. I will make myself some coffee. So I will for us on this.
Back. I had to go to the loop.
Okay, guys. Nana meets Sapi. Sapi meets Nana. Nana is a great guy. I will make a coffee. I will leave for a minute.
Nice to meet you, Nana.
Nice to meet you too. Hey, I was, Twitter has this issue with the desktop application, so I was kind of finding it difficult to give you a sign. So I decided to switch back to my smartphone. Yeah, you could listen on the Twitter space on your desktop, but you cannot interact. It's like those options, those features are not available. So yeah.
The government is watching us.
Indeed, they are watching us. They are always watching us. I started having an internet problem with the space yesterday when really the space began. I don't know, my ISP was giving me issues. I had to switch to multiple ISPs before before I could interact, and it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. So, yeah.
It is. I mean, that's what I've been telling the guys as well. You need to remember that on Twitter, we are just using SF. I mean, both me and Alberto know how to do it, but just using one my IP address and Alberto's IP address, it's so easy to actually change it to telephony and listen to what we actually said. It's a thing, but sorry about the truth.
Yeah, indeed. In my country here, I quite remember there was an issue. Alberto, are you here?
I have just made my coffee. I'm listening perfectly. Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you.
So there's this government agency here in our country. I don't care if they are listening or not. You see, whenever there's a switch in political parties here, they change the political appointees, right? For various companies, they change the CEOs and stuff. So there was this company here. I used to work for them. There was this CEO and some kind of board directors who decided to purchase Pegasus. They decided to buy Pegasus just to watch over.
What did you just say?
Yeah.
From Israel company, you
Yes.
fucking purchased Pegasus.
Yes. He decided to purchase Pegasus. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Go
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. They decided to purchase Pegasus. I think around there was a switch in government around 2016. So the new government came and all the stories started popping up. They took the money from the companies, finance directory, and they decided to purchase Pegasus. The initial amount that they requested for, they paid the Pegasus guys half of the money and they kept half of it. So they brought in, the software, but they didn't bring the hardware to run the system on it. So when these new governments came and the new appointees, they brought in the auditors to audit the whole, the whole company, the whole department. And then they got to realize there've been some money that was taken out from their coffers. So they decided to dive into the whole situation. They decided to investigate. Then they got to realize that the initial directors decided to purchase Pegasus, and they decided to prosecute them. But national security, took those, the soft copy, the software version of the system, and they were prosecuted. I think before COVID, they were prosecuted, and each of them were given some amount of years. And most of the people don't know about this, but I had the whole document, I had the courts, everything. Yeah, I had everything here. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. So when I heard people talking about Pegasus, I was like, oh, really? Now that people are beginning to realize there's something called Pegasus, but I heard it like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, looking at the Israeli companies, I do work with one as well, but they're bright guys and lovely guys, but some of them, holy heck, why do you want to go against people's privacy? Due to the reason that, holy heck, are we getting fucked everywhere around the world?
And it's really funny because my government here, they're kind of weird. They don't like technology, don't want to learn about technology, but they want to use technology for evil. Basically, what they tried to do was to tap into what Pegasus does. They wanted to use that Pegasus thing to influence their political, what do you call it, goals or political motive. And it's weird, this Pegasus thing has a way of infecting your stuff. I don't know, it goes deep down to the firmware. Even if you reset the phone, it still functions. It's kind of weird. And well, what can you say? Like Alberto said, I prefer privacy than security, because if someone doesn't know what goes on in the house, he can't come into the building. But if you place a lot of securities around the house, you'll be like, okay, yeah, there's something going on there. Let's go to that place. It's weird. So I prefer privacy than security. That is most important thing. Yeah.
Good man.
Fuck Pegasus. Fuck. All I can say is fuck. And here in Uruguay, the software they used to monitor us was got from Brazil. El Guardian is the name, and it was leaked, that purchase, by the press, because it was a secret purchase from the government.
Realize that these I mean this the initial directors decided to purchase Pegasus, and they decided to prosecute them. But national security, I mean, took those, I mean, the soft copy, I mean, the software version of the system, and whenever they were prosecuted, I think last two before COVID, they were prosecuted, and each of them were given some amount of years. And most of the people don't know about this, but I had the whole document, I had the courts, everything. Yeah, I had everything here. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. So when I heard people talking about Pegasus, like, oh, really? Now that people are beginning to realize there's something called Pegasus, but I heard it like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the Israeli companies, I do work with one as well, but I mean, they're bright guys and lovely guys, but some of them, holy heck, why do you want to go against people's privacy? Due to the reason that, holy heck, are we getting fucked everywhere around the world?
And it's really funny because my government here, they're kind of weird. You know, they don't like technology, don't want to learn about technology, but they want to use technology for evil. Basically, what they tried to do was to tap into what Pegasus does. They wanted to use that Pegasus thing to influence their political, I mean, what do you call it, goals or political motive. And it's weird, you know, this Pegasus thing has a way of infecting your stuff. You know, I don't know. It goes deep down to the firmware. Even if you reset the phone, it still functions. It's kind of weird. And well, what can you say? Like Alberto said, I prefer privacy than security because if someone doesn't know what goes on in the house, he can't. I mean, he can't come into the building. But if you place a lot of securities around the house, you'll be like, okay, yeah, there's something going on there. Let's go to that place. You know, it's weird. So I prefer privacy than security. That is most important thing. Yeah.
Good man, good
Fuck
man.
Pegasus. Fuck. I mean, all I can say is fuck. And here in Uruguay, the software they used to monitor us was got from Brazil. El Guardian is the name, and it was leaked that purchase by the press because it was a secret purchase from the government. It cost only $1 million, and it was kept in secret. And it was leaked, and all the information about it was made public. So that imagine they buy a software to monitor, in theory, organized crime, cartels of drugs, but they use it. They use it for me. I am completely aware of that. I know that they use it with me and without a court order. Fuck them. What's democracy? I mean, the police cannot do that. I mean, at least put a judge signing a paper to allow that. No, they do it without an order. Fuck them.
Yes, bro. I mean, it's happening over here as well. I mean, basically everything that I've been saying in my apartment, people been like using against me for like 6 years or 7 years or something like that. It's like, holy macaroni, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah,
and
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 I am.
I mean,
Yeah,
I've even used FDR to try to figure out where the fuck is this coming from. I mean, it has to be from one of the fucking computer microphones. And people are telling me, cut the fucking cable from the microphone on your fucking laptop. And I'm like, bro, it's not that easy cutting fucking cable out of your fucking screen on a fucking laptop, is it?
well, the odds of destroying everything are much likely than the odds of getting that done. I mean, yeah, it's not like, no, it's not that easy. I mean, you can put a stick over on the camera, but cutting the microphone, I don't know, plug it into to music, listening to the most annoying music that you have. I don't know, something like that. But cutting the microphone, I wouldn't do it.
No, exactly. I mean, even in the fucking hacking world, if people are saying like non-hackers are telling me they cut the microphone. I was like, bro, you have no fucking clue how to fucking cut the microphone. You don't even fucking know how to fucking open your fucking ears. Stop lying to me. I mean, I've heard so much bullshit. I've heard so much bullshit. Like, bro, what the fuck? Are you fucking bullshitting me in my fucking face? It's like, holy macaroni.
And it's weird the way they do it here. It's like they make you feel like they're trying to help you. I think recently they were doing this population census. They're trying to count the population of the country, and they come and these guys are like they want your phone number. I'm like, why the hell do you want my phone number? Because you just want to know the person. You just want to know the number of people living in this place. So why in the hell do you want my phone number? It's like in case when we are dropping by a concoy, I was like, dude, man, you ain't getting my phone number. Like, what the hell? That's what is happening here right now. It's like they act like they're trying to help you here. I quite remember when I was working for this security company. It's a government security company, and when we went for our bootcamp training, they gave us this online form to, I mean, fill it. Just fill this online form, and it was kind of weird. I gave them fake details, and till when my contract ended, they weren't able to detect whether I give them fake details or not. And it's kind of weird. People were just giving out their details. Like, if you don't give it out, they're not gonna pay you. If you don't give it out, you're not gonna do this. They're not gonna do that. It's kind of weird.
Lol. Yeah, I mean, it's like the manipulation of your mind. It's like, oh yeah, 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 we're gonna pressure you because you're actually saying these things. Holy shit, it's exactly the same over here, bro. It's exactly the same over here. I mean, there's no difference. Even though Linux is invented in fucking Finland, I mean, something is going on. I'm trying to switch computers and I'm trying to put the firmware on, and then people coming to me, yeah, it's on the TPM chip. I was like, bro, shut your fucking cunt. You know how hard it is actually go to the TPM chip on your fucking firmware. I've been bullshitted so fucking hard that I've been laughing about these security research. It's like, oh, fuck yourselves. I'm
And
sorry
it's
to say
funny.
it.
It's
Yeah.
funny. They're like, they were like, okay, so if I can't get your phone number, so how many computers do you have in this house? I'm like, really? How many computers? I'm like, why? Because does computers form part of the population? I'm like, really? You want to know the number of computers in my house? This is kind of weird. They will end up asking you, how many smartphones are here? Like, oh, no, I don't know. I don't know. I'm using the GSM phone. I mean the burner phone. So basically, I'm not a social media type, so I'm not using a smartphone. And he was looking at me in a weird way. He was like, oh, okay, okay. Then he asked me, so what do you do for a living? So I was like, oh, I'm a farmer. So I'm not
No,
a
you
tech
said
person.
in his eyes you're a criminal. In his eyes
Yeah,
you're like
he
Absolutely.
feels like he feels like I know more than he should know, and he's trying to find out why am I being resistant to whatever I mean, antagonistic to whatever he's saying. So I was like, what do you do for a living? I'm like, okay, I'm a farmer, and I'm not a tech person, so I don't even have a television in my house. I listen to radio.
Yeah, the same happened to me with a census that I really, when they asked me how many computers do you have, I thought to myself, I stopped and thought to myself, okay, do I answer the truth or do I lie? Telling the truth will trigger alarms that I don't know if I wanted to trigger. Telling a lie will cause no harm, but maybe if they found out I'm lying, what would be the consequences? No, I cannot tell the truth. If I say how many computers I have, something might be triggered and I might be in trouble. So I have one computer. I have one television. I mean, you have to know. I mean, telling the truth is very dangerous, and I know it really well. I got into trouble for just being honest. So unfortunately, you have to not tell the truth in certain scenarios because the trouble of telling the truth can be really really great. So those are questions. Yeah, the problem is that you are not the expected average person, and we're not the expected average person. They put their eyes on you because you are different, and that is something that causes fear because they don't know how different you are. If you are different for bad or for good, so it's something very very evil, and you have to lie and try to look like you're normal when I am not normal.
And it's funny when I started working for this government agency, and they were like most of them were using Windows, Microsoft on their computers, and I was just using Parrot OS, Linux, and my supervisor came and was like, "What the hell are you doing?" I was like, "Okay, I'm working." He said, "Why aren't you having a similar interview?" I'm like, "Oh, this is Parrot is a color Linux operating. I mean, it's a Linux operating system." And I was like, "Oh, really? How does it work?" I was like, "Oh." So then I got to realize I shouldn't be scared of these people because they don't even know the hell that they're doing. They are just there and they've been taught that okay, when you having a headache, you should take painkillers, right? So whenever they're having headaches, instead of sleeping, we take painkillers. That's what they're doing. They've been taught that this is how the thing works, but they don't have know their way around it. So when someone is different, they find it difficult to work with the person, like Alberto said. So I had to blend in. I have to send you a different laptop, just for working sake. And I quite remember I used to switch the VPN in order to allow, work on the console in order to allow my connections to their server so that it doesn't keep logs, right? It doesn't keep logs of my connection into their server. Yeah, it was kind of weird. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's hard to be understood in this world for me. My last job that I quit in the petrol company, I had a boss, and there was an issue with the pump of the gas stations that could be remotely accessed and modify the parameters of everything. You could basically make a gas station to explode, uh, put in right alerts, right wrong temperature numbers, and I wrote a report on that. I was so concerned, and my boss had the report with all the proof. I actually did a test, and I connect to a gasoline station, and I changed the name of the station and changed it back and record a video with it. And my boss, after 2 weeks of the report, she asked me, Alberto, how do you do telnet in Windows? And I was like, fuck, I explained everything 2 weeks ago in detail in a report that you have to telnet the port 10,001 with no user, no password, and you connect. And this, it's just asking me how to open telnet in Windows. Fuck, that's so frustrating. That's my boss. He didn't give a fuck. I mean, that's what one of the triggers that made me leave the company, because first it was so disturbing for me that the most important thing for them was to be there from 9 to 5. That was if to be a good employee, you had to be there 9 hours a day. It didn't matter if you do nothing or yes, no. Being there was the most important thing. You had no freedom. Then they have these banners in the place where I work. That was the top office of the company that says ANCAP, the name of the company, transparency, honesty, and working for the Uruguayans. And I said, fuck, this fucking corrupted company is saying these messages that are so fucking stupid. I mean, it can't be more corrupted than any other company in the world. And no. And then now I just quit one day. I talked to my boss. I told her that I wasn't feeling comfortable, that actually I needed more freedom to work. And she told me that she inquired, and there was no possibility. So, okay, I quit. And most of the people would die for that position because it was extremely well paid. The benefits were crazy. But fuck, I would be I would be dead now by now if I hadn't quit that fucking place. And it was like I was not prepared to be in a place where they didn't understood me. I mean, I felt completely alone in a place where everything was wrong, and I could help to solve things, but they wouldn't let me. They were just trying to, I don't know, just try to do the less possible and get the paycheck at the end of the month. That's the objective. Fuck them. Fuck that company.
Yes, bro. I mean, Alberto, you and me, we had some fucking lovely discussions as well. Nana, I mean, I love what you've been saying tonight. Edra is our young friend. He's from France. He's he's a really good guy, but he needs to communicate as well.
Well, he's
So
invited. If he wants to speak, he's more than welcome. We don't bite here. If you don't want, we respect that you. If you don't want to speak, that's fine. But I found out something.
no, no, no. He will speak. I mean, Nana. I mean, what you were saying about Pegasus, fucking lovely, bro. Holy heck, I love listening to that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, Edra. Yeah, sorry, Edra. you can actually speak as well. I mean, I know your English is not that good, but these are friends, so you don't need to be embarrassed or anything.
And I have learned something. I mean, I am a very shy and introvert person, but in order to express what I want to express, the desire of saying what I want to say was for me stronger than my shyness and my introversion. So I pushed myself to do the things that I didn't feel comfortable with in my life. Whenever I felt, oh no, fuck, I have to talk in public. I hate this. Okay, I forced myself to do it uh, because I knew that not doing that was a barrier that would prevent me from getting where I wanted to go, and I had to overcome those fears. And just my experience to tell you, Idra, I'm not forcing you to speak, but even if your English is not good, my English sucks. So you are not to be judged for your English. We are here to listen, and if you want, you're more than welcome. Eric, I don't think I know you, but you are also welcome to speak. No matter what happens, life goes on, and we should learn to accept the past. That's a phrase that you have in your bio that applies to me. Life goes on, no matter what happens. I have to accept the past. Yeah, that applies to me, Eric. What you say in your bio. So if you want to speak, you're welcome. Uh, we are basically building a community of rebels that are going to take over the world and destroy the structures. And the funniest part is that the governments are listening to this. And so they are aware that we are going to destroy the structures that are in charge of the world right now. So it's funny. Hello, Shapa. Uh, you follow me? Shapa is from Uruguay. Japa, in his bio, he has a picture of a meeting between the Ministry of Economy and the owner of the ferry that connects Uruguay with Argentina. And there was a huge corruption in that in the contract among them. Japa, that picture that you have in your profile tells me a lot about you. I mean, it expresses corruption in its most possible way. So I think if you want, you can speak in Spanish and I can translate. I don't know what the picture in your profile, in your bio, tells me a lot about you. I mean, I think you're completely aligned with the topics that we're touching here. So I would really love to hear from you. I'm not forcing you, but guys, the picture this guy. Oh, I scared him. Well, the picture he had is a picture that really was probably one of the most viewed pictures in 2018 or 17 of a secret meeting between the Ministry of Economy that was processed by the justice. He was convicted for abuse of power. He resigned. It was all a mess in the government. And well, that's just a picture that shows how fucked the government is and the corruption that we're living in.
It's such a coincidence that Eric too is from my country here, but he doesn't seem to be talking. I know his face from the picture. He's someone I've seen. Oh, I know this guy. Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
Guys, let's let the government listen in. Edra, I mean, you're able to listen in and you're able to speak as well. I mean, this is our young apprentice. He's a very good guy. I known him for quite some time, and we've been speaking about the hacks on Steam and how to put the C++ code and a crypto miner on some wall hacks.
Yeah.
Well,
unless
that's what.
Unless he's like Nana. Nana was here like 10 minutes, and I told him, show me 100 if you can listen. And then I get a direct message with 100. I said, a direct message? Yeah, I can hear you. A direct message. And then I am on desktop. Fuck you, man. Why didn't you tell me that from the start?
No, Pegasus. Like when he started to speak about Pegasus, I was like, "Holy macca fucking Rody! This guy knows what he's talking about, you know." And he's going on about it. It's like, "Fuck this fucking country, fuck you all, fuck everything." I can see before fucking security, guys. Edra, Edra, don't be scared about speaking in here. These are friends, and I mean, we speak about
They
everything.
say
Especially, we can even go back to fucking Bash and Backtrack. Do you remember Backtrack before Kali?
of
Kali was used to call Backtrack.
backtrack until version 3, right? Until 3.
I yes, Alberto.
And don't be afraid, man.
Alberto,
They say there are 5 moments in your life that define your future. This can be one of those moments. If you take that step and you are open to speak here, that can change your life. I'm not pressuring you, but there are opportunities that happen in life, and you have to take a decision. And I can't believe I'm trying to get somebody to speak with these arguments, but there's nothing wrong. Everything's cool. Don't be afraid. We don't bite. I mean, I don't bite. And Sapit, one thing, it was so wonderful that you told the guy from South Africa that either a guy or a girl could hack and hear the information in Twitter, because nobody says a guy or a girl. They say any boy. I mean, that was wonderful.
anybody, bro. Anybody, bro. That's the thing. I mean, we don't judge. We don't look at it that way. I mean, we are speaking the truth. We are on a fucking RTP stream. Anybody using Ethercap or whatever fucking capture device you want is able to decode what we are saying. And the best thing is, we are fucking honest. Go fuck yourselves, governments. If you want to listen in, listen in.
Yeah, that's right. So nothing's going to happen to you if you speak, my friend. Your English is not a problem. Uh, okay, I will not keep insisting. I will not pressure you because I will.
I mean, looking at us, I mean, looking at everybody in here, I mean, we are over our 30s. Yeah, maybe even over our 40s. Edra, listen in, have a fucking ride, bro. I mean, we can go back to Backtrack. We can teach you Bash. We can teach you how to hack the fucking world if you want to.
Yeah, we can teach you how to play Atari.
Speaking of backtrack, and when I first dived into hacking, and I was finding it difficult to get backtrack operating system in my country here, and internet is quite expensive, so I could spend a lot of money buy the internet, and I'll be downloading for a while. It reaches a point I have to pause, have to purchase the internet again, and until I got backtrack. When I got backtrack, I used it for some couple of years, and there we go. We started having Kali. I had to drop this whole thing and just move to Kali. It was a bit of stress because stressing over just one operating system. And yes, there's a new one. You see, it's quite an experience.
Wow, we made it. Welcome, Edra.
Welcome.
Thank you very much for being accepting the invitation. It really it's an honor, and you are in a group of friends that we don't judge anybody. We respect everybody. So welcome.
Yep. Hello.
Well, we were talking about Pegasus, privacy, security, backtrack. I remember the red screen of the background that I use as a wallpaper. Yeah, and then Kali 1.1. Yeah, that's. Oh, fuck, I'm old. I'm fucking old. I need to change the word soon or I will die.
Let them listen in, bro. I mean, we're here to actually have a fucking blast, and we are actually having a blast. Nana, it's fucking lovely having you in here. Mentioning Pegasus in the way that you mentioned Pegasus from back in days. Oh, holy heck, was that lovely.
Absolutely. I mean, I actually get in touch with Nana because he grabbed my attention when he posted something about my book, and he said that reading the first pages of my book, he was starting to understand being on my shoes, and I retweeted that because for me it was really touching that somebody took the time to read the story and understand the suffering I had to go through. And then what happened then? Then we connected via direct message, and no, he came to Spaces, and he told me that he had a YouTube channel with tutorials, and I told him that I was always willing to create videos with teaching staff and showing how security issues and stuff. And I asked him the URL of the channel. I entered the channel and I told him, okay, how about creating a space about security and social networks? The material that you have shows that you have the knowledge to speak about that. So let's do it. And well, that was last Monday, I think, or Sunday. And yesterday we had the space that was almost 2 hours long. It was great. And well, I'm really glad that we got connected. And now I'm knowing more about him. And the more I know it, the more I love him. He's a great guy, and I really like him.
Yeah, I really like you, Alberto. It's an honor knowing you because you have the power to do. You're a good person having the power to do a lot of bad things, but you choose not to. That makes you more powerful than you can imagine, and it's something that you don't come by these days. That and like I said on my tweet, reading your book was something else. You see, when you read a book and it feels like you are in the same situation, or it gives a mirror image about the way you are living right now. It's kind of emotional, and I don't know. It's some kind of connection that I had, which
Yes.
goes way beyond technology. Is really impressive. Yeah.
Well, one thing that I missed to tell Sapit, actually, I was in a space with this woman named Samantha, and she has a lot of security issues that I want to help her. And we were talking in the spaces like for 4 hours, or I don't know, a lifetime, all night. And well, the screen of my cell was off, and we were speaking like for hours. And at one point, I told her, "Imagine, Samantha, I got this message from this guy asking me to get a fake vaccination certificate in order to travel outside Buenos Aires, and the money was not an issue. So imagine if I was accepting all the proposals I get, I could be a millionaire now. But no, I would not do that." And then she disconnected. I turned on the screen, and there were like 10 people listening to the conversation. And I said, "Fuck!" And I said, Asana, how much did you hear? Well, from the beginning. And I said, "Oh, fuck, you weren't supposed to be hearing that." So basically,
Hey, bro, we got Photoshop and we got GIMP. We all know how to do it.
fuck, that was an invasion of my privacy.
Yeah, it was fuck them all. put the fucking dildo up there, you know. Holy shit. Edra, acquaint this with
Yes.
these guys because you're gonna fucking love it. I mean, we are the old guys. We have some secrets that you actually really want to learn. And I mean, I've been listening to you, and your site is great. You're doing CTFs. You're building your site in a fucking great way. But remember,
Yep.
CTFs is the real world, bro.
Get new website soon because I buy a developer to buy the CSS, and soon my website open. You understand?
It's gonna be lovely, bro. It's gonna be
Yep.
lovely. Enjoy the ride. I mean, we know that you're the youngest guy in here, but no fucking black hatting. We're not doing any carding. We're not learning you to do shit that you've been asking me about.
Well,
Yep.
So
After that, I want learn bug bounty.
Bug bounty.
Yep.
Well, I don't do bug bounty.
Okay.
What kind of content?
Very good on Arch. Like every fucking hacker bot is like, I'm on Arch Linux. It's like, no, that's fucking stupid because you won't even fucking be able to understand the fucking packet manager, you know? I'm sorry.
um,
I'm sorry. I hate Arc. I hate Arc because the packet manager is like dot dot dot. I have no fucking clue.
What kind of
um,
content do you have on your website, Idra? What kind of content?
It's a CTF website.
Okay, okay, nice. Uh,
Edra, you share it in here. I mean,
No, it's not open now. I rebuild all website for more security. Yes, not open now.
So you
I share you when my website are done.
well share it, and I can retweet that and make it available to everybody who is interested. So you built the site of capture the flag yourself.
Yep.
Wow,
Only PHP, MySQL, and HTML, CSS.
nice.
Yes.
When you have your new site available, just let me know, and I will post it so people can try it.
It's a French website.
It's a French website. Doesn't matter. I mean, we have Google Translator, and uh, I don't know. It will be useful for people. I'm sure. It doesn't matter. Actually, you can get somebody to translate it. There are plenty of people willing to help in one way or another in this community. So, language should not be a barrier.
Yep. Thanks.
Darian,
Exactly.
That is really interesting. Building a CTF site from scratch is well, and he did that in PHP. You know, I used to have a lot of headache with PHP. And wow, that is impressive. That is really impressive. You know, when I started learning programming, PHP was a bit difficult for me. Um, I mean, when I started entering a back-end development, it was kind of hectic. But I'm proud of you, Edra. That's great work.
go ahead and never give up, and don't give a fuck about what other people can tell you. Just go for what you want, and don't let anybody tell you what to do. If somebody tells you to speak, tell him to fuck off. Sorry, just kidding. Just kidding.
No, but Edra, it's honestly, it's like the guys are saying, it's so fucking honest. And I'm lovely to have you in our crew because, as I told Alberto as well, we should actually go to Signal, all of us, and just speak there because it's SRTP, not RTP that we are speaking in at the moment. Sorry, I'm drinking beer, so my fucking. Oh, is she hot? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm fucking stupid.
I
Samantha,
think
Samantha, we were
Edra
talking
is there.
about
She's
you,
there.
but not forget about the last part. Samantha, did you sleep well? Oh my God.
Sorry.
Oh, Samantha is guilty of that conversation that Nana listened to, that he wasn't supposed to listen. Samantha was also in the space yesterday, and oh, stop it. If you hear about Samantha's story, that will blow your mind because she's victim of a hacking at a very low level. I'm talking about firmware alteration and a network that is running. Well, there's a lot of research going on now. There have been some news about it, devices that are being detected to be prompt to be connected and possible generating a massive network of 83 million devices, IoT, routers, and other devices.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
That's the biggest fucking movement I've ever heard about.
Samantha,
Samantha, I might just
Samantha,
be
you are
involved.
not shy. You have to force Samantha to stop speaking because she never stops speaking when she starts. Samantha, come on, you have to tell Sapit he will have a virtual orgasm because uh, hacking is better than sex, and what you have to say will really make him okay. Just a warning: Samantha will not stop speaking. Okay.
She has a great accent. She
Samantha,
has a really nice accent.
Yes, she's
Good
Sorry,
morning.
Nana. Sorry, Alberto.
yes, Samantha. How are you?
Samantha, we're waiting for you. We're
Um,
waiting for you. That sounds fucking epic and legendary.
well, yes, but nobody wants to believe it, really. I
I
don't
do
think.
believe you. I do believe you.
No, I know you do. I know. Sorry, I mean previously. It's just it is. I don't even believe it sometimes. But sorry, I've just woken up, so I'm not even with it yet.
Working out.
No, I said I've just woken up.
Okay. I forgot.
Literally.
I thought you said working out.
I forgot you sleep like normal people. That's the only problem that you have.
Not really.
Well,
It's
well,
10 to 1
you
in
went
the
to
afternoon.
you went to bed at 6, Samantha.
Yes, I did. That's all your fault.
My fault is that your
Yes.
fucking story is so fucking amazing that you cannot leave me and go to sleep.
Yes. Oh, well, you know how it is. Anyway, sorry. How can I help?
Can you please give a general context of the situation in terms of what's going on in your life?
My life is fucked.
Yeah, so it's mine.
My kids' lives are fucked. My mother's life is fucked. Yes. Well, I got hacked. My business network had art poisoning, and it just led on to everything really that you could possibly imagine. I think I've ticked most boxes of cyber crimes, and now I seem to have a massive botnet consisting of mainly iPhones, I believe, running through sort of some form of meshed Bluetooth network via cars and some smart meters. Is that in a nutshell for you?
Samantha, can you post on the net or I will try to find it, the article regarding one of the articles regarding the alert of that network of 83 million devices being
Oh, yeah. Probably. Hang on, I need to find my glasses.
This is going to blow your
Well,
mind.
did you? I don't. It's that's the Arcadian, isn't it? That's. I was a bit pumped about that last night because obviously one of the tweets that I put on was me tweeting about that back in January 2020, and that's only recently come out, hasn't it? So, hang on a minute. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Basically, Samantha has been trying to reach people to understand her problems, and she went to the police. Even the police obviously treat her like crazy, as she was crazy, and actually, she was evaluated by a psychiatrist, and she was basically under arrest because they thought she was crazy and they did nothing to help her. And she tried to contact people to get help and support, but she was unlucky. But she met,
Unlucky.
well,
Well,
I
mean,
know.
that's
Sorry. I just
Samantha. Yeah, I
yes.
mean, I've had the same fucking issue going on since like 6 years. And
Really? Yes, I'm
yeah,
coming up to 6 years myself.
yeah.
well, 4 years and a
What? So
half
you've
here,
got
I lose.
what you're saying? Sorry, hang on. Sorry, Alberto. I was just saying, what you've also got problems. You still?
Oh, I do. Well, believe me, I do. And I mean, if I would show the world, I mean, it's gonna be on CNN. If, as me and Alberto said before, it's a very frightening world. It's a very annoying world. That's why we're getting together and we are trying to protect each other. I mean,
Oh yeah, I know quite a few people on here. So I
yeah.
personally, I don't really bleat about this too much because I've had to, in order to, because the police are investigating, they're just very, very slow. But I've had to channel it into the fact that I am being personally targeted because they don't look at it otherwise, really.
I know,
So
I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Believe me, I know the feeling.
I'm sure you probably do, and I do thoroughly believe that this is a pandemic level of infection that either people are choosing to ignore. I think I do have it on a reliable source that there are many people around the world investigating this. That's what I've been told by several people that I've been talking to for some time now, that they don't actually claim to be victims, but I believe they are victims, but just not admitting it.
No, they're playing victims. They are playing a role which they've been a part of. So, I mean, I'm seeing that as well. I'm analyzing what's been happening to me as well. And I'm looking at it in a way which basically people that help whoever it was, let's put it that way, are lying.
Okay. See, there's so many like offshoots of political and what's the other sort of, I don't know. I get a little bit overwhelmed with some of the stuff that it sort of leads to, because personally I just think, well, it's got to be China, in it. So, sorry if there's anything, but it does seem that there is, it wouldn't surprise me if it turned out that there is some massive campaign that is all about ordinary people and their desire for global domination, really, and the analysis of getting to that is monitoring normal people. Does that make sense?
For
It
me,
does.
yes.
It really does. Yes, it does. It really makes sense. Really does.
It actually confirms a theory that I always had. I mean, but I cannot say that in public because people will think I'm crazy. I am crazy, yes, but nobody has to know that.
The thing is, it's not crazy.
Alberto, you're not crazy. I mean,
You're not crazy. You're not.
no,
I don't
you're
think
not.
it's even easy to crazy to say it, because there's so many people in big positions in governments and cyber and history alone. You only have to look at history and espionage and spying and that between countries and things. It's all there. Nobody disbelieves that, do they? Why something like this is so unbelievable, I don't really correlate the two. I can't, it doesn't make sense to me why that is the case, but maybe it's just because I certainly am aware of some very unique methods in being used to do these things, and I think that's the bit that challenges people, because most people don't understand anything about how they're connecting to the internet or what connects to the internet or anything else, do they? So perhaps it's just too much for the world to deal with at the moment, if you get my drift. Or I might just be talking total shite because I have just woken up.
No worries, no worries. I mean, we get your drift, definitely. I mean, where are you from, Samantha, if I might ask?
I'm near London in England.
I kind of heard a British accent there. I mean, I'm
Yes.
from Sweden, so.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
love
aren't
that.
you Finnish?
There is some fucker in Sweden.
I thought you were from Finland.
My parents are Finnish. Well, my dad is dead, but my parents are from Finland.
Mine too.
It was a joke.
Huh?
It was a joke.
No worries,
What's the
Alberto.
joke? Oh, fucking
Alberto,
hell.
as we had a discussion before, this is a discussion about privacy and security. I mean, we had a long discussion, me and Alberto, and what the heck was his name?
His name was Dumisani.
Yeah, Dumisani. Good guy, definitely. I mean, we're looking at looking at every kind of possibility how you will be hacked. I mean, every possibility how you be hacked using Windows. I say it, but Windows is shit. I mean,
Yes,
yeah,
I agree.
and I mean, even Linux in some kind of cases are shit. I mean, looking at Ubuntu and Debian, you do have you do have issues with those systems, but goddamn system has an issue, of course, because there's
Yes,
always a developer behind it.
of course. But I do think that this year has been particularly interesting, because there has not been a month that's gone by that Windows hasn't had a Patch Tuesday without over 100 vulnerabilities, quite on a high level as well, every single month. And obviously, I don't know how many 0 days we're up to now from the Microsoft side, but that's also applied in iOS. That's also applied on as well as the Mac. That seems to be a big surprise to people that
It's just a Unix-based system, isn't it? I mean, looking at it, I mean, Mac people, I got actually threatened by someone who's like, you can't hack my Mac. It took me fucking 25 minutes. I was like, look at this PDF.
Okay, so you're a hacker, and this is what always really intrigues me, because there's somebody else that I speak to who's a cis admin, and somebody I also used to have a lot of toing and froing with, but then decided that I was the bad guy and I was the one hacking the US government, even though I can't hack shit.
The villain. I mean, yeah, it's been happening to a lot of people on Twitter, and it's been happening to a lot of people on Facebook. It's been happening to a lot of people that are unaware of them being hit by.
Well, that's the scary bit, isn't it? Because if you've been in this 6 years, like me, you know as well as I do that the fact that because you haven't been listened to, and it's just grown exponentially, hasn't it? It's a worm. It's like a worm, I think. So, and before, if someone actually take control of the situation soon, we're going to be living in a world where we don't actually know what's real and what's not, because I think that the whole
They're going to be manipulating everything. I mean, I hear
well, they
you.
are already. I mean, if you have, it's all about the default configuration. That's what I call it, because that's how it works. If you have a default configuration, everything works beautifully. If you step outside of that, that's when you start to see the quirks of the foibles start coming up, and then you start looking at it and you think, whoa, fuck. And then you realise that that's not right. And that's the scary bit, is because we're getting to a point now where how are we going to be able to know what was real before? Does that make sense? And that's what scares me, that people are
it does make sense. I mean, yep, it's the manipulation of information that is the weak point. I mean, even my friends had been manipulated to give out information about me, and they actually believed all the shit that has been told to them. So I was like,
yes.
holy heck, what the fuck? Couldn't you actually told me about this? I mean, even though I don't even care anymore, because I think the best thing is not to care about it, just go with the flow and just realize, like,
that's hard, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
but unfortunately for me, it's so beholding that I have historically, I've always been a workaholic. I have my own business. I've always worked hard. I have 2 children. I was a single parent. I had my own house, nice house, car. My kids were at private school, and now I'm shacked up with my mother in her house, and she, she keeps us basically. But I've tried to get jobs. I've tried to, just carry on with my life and behave like that. But unfortunately, that just doesn't happen, because my phone, my email, anything that you rely on for communication doesn't fucking work properly.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, that's why we're building international crew to actually look at the privacy issue regarding and comparing security. Me and Alberto and someone else had a discussion about this before, and is security actually priority before privacy? I mean, we need to gather an international crew to actually fight this shit.
But it's also important to understand, and I think there's some very novel methods occurring in terms of, but there are multiple methods as well. That's the thing. You eliminate one, and there's still another back door somewhere. So I don't know. Maybe.
I feel you. I feel you. I hear.
Some of these people. Sorry.
I feel and hear you. I mean, you're so right with what you're actually saying. I mean, looking at everything that I'm using, from Kodachi to fucking everything, like Tails. I mean, even people telling me it's on the TPM chip. I was like, what the fuck? Go fuck yourself. I mean, there's nothing on the TPM chip. There's nothing more than fucking burglary that actually put the fucking microphone in your fucking apartment.
You see, I think the whole thing. Okay. So the whole thing. Sorry, Samantha. Sorry for cutting you off.
No, please do.
Okay, so the whole thing boils down to, you see, these tech companies or people who we give our data to makes us feel like we are safe. And then when our cyberspace is being compromised, then they make us feel like we are responsible for our own privacy. That is the whole thing. They make us feel, for example, if a bank tells you, your details are safe with us. We have a security team working on your privacy and everything. And boom, when there is a cyberspace, when your cyberspace concerning the bank account is being compromised, they tend to act like, well, you are responsible for your own, actions and so on. So it feels a bit weird that, like Zapit said, sorry, um, I think we should get people to, fight for our own privacy, making us feel like you are in hold of your own privacy, your own data, and for that matter, that counts. But don't make you feel like you have it. If but when I lose it, you tend to blame me for my own actions. It's a bit weird.
Yes, I think but again, it's unfortunate that the level of understanding of the vast majority of people does not go beyond their entertainment purpose. And what I mean by that is the fact that they just, they have no idea how things really work and what they're compromising in the process. So tell more people in the public, just the majority of the public actually experience things that are shit as a result of cyber, which I think has happened a lot more in America in the last, certainly this year. I think Americans are much more aware of cyber related incidents and how it can affect them on a personal level, as opposed to in the UK, we're still very blasé about it. But I think until the vast majority of the world is in that place, or anybody that's connecting online, then I just don't know how you turn the head, because you talk to anybody about cyber security or privacy and they all say the same old thing. And, oh, I've got nothing, I don't care if I get hacked, I've got nothing, I've got no money, I'm not important, I'm this, I'm not that. And it's just, they don't take any notice. And of course it's boring, isn't it? Everyone thinks it's boring. I don't know how you sex up cybersecurity, really.
Yeah, that's really true. I have a video on YouTube talking about how hackers take over Instagram accounts, and I shared it with a couple of friends. And I could get that all the time. The feedback I was getting is like, okay, I don't have anything to hide. 2 weeks later, a lady contacted me that her Instagram account has been hacked, and she needs help. I was like, oh, did you watch the video? She was like, nah, I wasn't interested. I was like, okay, well, then you have to fight it yourself because, like you said, Samantha, some people don't take it serious until I quote before. And even I quite remember Alberto said the same thing. He said people will never take cybersecurity serious until mostly or most of the times they fell victim in these cyber attacks. So I think I'll agree with you more.
Yes, but that's a sorry state of affairs, really, isn't it? Because essentially that equates to we've got to wait for like 80% of the world to get hacked or know they've been hacked before
That's
we
really
can get any
true.
resolution, and that's not a optimistic picture for me.
Yeah, that's really true. And I quite remember my mom's car got stolen, and she wanted me to find it, which was really difficult because here most of our stuff are not digitized. And so, funny enough, I was able to get a CCTV coverage, recording about a guy who took the car, and it was funny. The guy was able to connect to the neighbor's Wi-Fi, so I had to cross the line. So I got this guy's IP, I got the phone, and funny enough, he had contacts who were doing this carding thing on the phone, right? He had contacts who were doing this sort of things. And
Okay.
so from yesterday, when you told me your story, I was like, oh, so Samantha might be a victim because looking at the kind of details, credit card details, information that is sell online, social security numbers, and I could see a lot of people's social security numbers on these guys' phone, people's emails, people's house address. So I took the initiative to send these people emails notifying them that they should change their passwords. They should go to their banks to request for the bank statements. They should take these necessary security measures to secure all the accounts because their data is online and is in the wrong hands. So I think these out there doing the same thing, stealing people's details and taking loans on people's behalf. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird out here. It's weird, and I really understand you. Like I really get you.
Cool, thank you. Yes, it's nice
Samantha as
to be
well.
in good company.
Yeah, Samantha as well. I mean, Nana, with no disrespect, I mean, the people in here are able to straight cars as well. I mean, it's just a SDR attack, basically using a replay attack on your key.
To be honest, I don't believe that my device. I know this. I know this is actual fact, and we have evidence of this. And my kid's device, my kid's accounts, is where the initial information came from. But we are actually enrolled in enterprise solutions. Or our phones are, as it like, whether it's a Boyd or a full-on enterprise, I don't know. But essentially, that renders all control to a rogue admin, which, of course, once that happens, you don't have control of your device, and I don't have control over my device. That's a fact, because I constantly see it.
Samantha, let us push back. Me, Nana, and Alberto, we know what we are actually able to do. Let us push back. If you just give the information, we're gonna strafe, we're gonna fucking fuck them up with femtocells. Femtocell is basically a device which basically puts your phone into a GSM network, so we can actually see every message that's going through you. I mean, we're here for you.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're asking me. Sorry, say that again.
We're hackers. We can help you.
Yes, I know. I'm not a hacker.
Good on.
I've got don't get me wrong, I've learned a lot and I do understand a lot more, but I just don't code. Don't assume because I'm not a hacker that I don't understand what's going on in the world.
Nobody's assuming anything.
No, I'm just saying I know, because I do a lot of shit posting as such, and I have, like, my Alien Vault account is prolific, because in fact so much so that somebody from AT&T or Alien Vault even contacted me because I've seen over 1 million indicators of compromise in their system, and sometimes I think I what do they call it when you they rate limit me or something. So
Nana, I have listened to Samantha for hours and hours and hours, and she's been humble. She doesn't have a background of security, but she knows a lot. She studies a lot. She researched a lot, and she's really doing her homework very well. So it's really respectable, her knowledge. I really admire her. So she's been humble. She really knows a lot. She has learned a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can really see that. Yeah, she is.
She's done her homework. I mean, Samantha,
Yes.
fight them back, hon.
Oh, I do. I am. Don't get me wrong. You have no choice, do you? But and I'm really fighting for my kids, because one of the scariest things that has occurred is finding. Well, I don't know if you've heard of Spiderfoot, which is a software that scrapes the dark web. Back in 2019, that was used to have a look at, obviously, pull out anything on the dark web to do with my kids, my mum, and all the rest of it. And it transpired that my children, both of them, who are now 17 and 14, but obviously they were much younger when this started, have these massive digital footprints on the dark web. They are associated, their names are one of my child's biometric data, names, accounts have been consistently used for a long period of time, and are associated with a massive footprint of criminal activity over the dark web. And that's a really scary thing, because they're not even 18 yet. What happens when they're older, and should they get into trouble for something, God forbid, end up in a cop shop? And I don't know, I can't think of an exact scenario that this would happen, but the fact that that data exists on the dark web, the police will become more educated over time and might be using tools to look at stuff on the dark web to try and find evidence against somebody. But what if something that's related to this situation is somehow used to support something else in the future that they're not guilty of, and they end up in a similar situation to Alberto, where they end up, in trouble, or going to, God forbid, going to prison for something they haven't done. And that's the thing that really scares me, because I think if it's happening to my kids, how many other kids out there could that have been happening to in the last few years as well? And if that doesn't, that's what I really am fighting for at the moment with the police, to get acknowledgement of that and some kind of protection, for their future.
The police won't fucking help you.
Well, I can't say that because, you know, it is being investigated at the moment by the Sussex Cybercrime Unit. So, you know, I know what you're saying. At some point, though, I believe they have to escalate this to the next level, and that will be the big boys in London and, you know, the NCA and the GHCQs of this world, because they, you know, they won't know what to do. They've acknowledged that is happening. Hello.
Okay. Oh, but it's you're lucky because I mean, fortunate that the police, like you said, are involved. You're fortunate because in situations like this, sometimes from my end here, for instance, if you have a situation like this, for crying out loud, these policemen can't even turn on your Bluetooth, and it's really sad. But you're fortunate. You're fortunate that you're having help
I
like
get
this.
that. I have had to fight to get there. Believe you me. This is, you know, I have been through the mill with the police, and from a personal perspective, as a result of the police, I think Alberto previously covered it, that this is a more recent thing, and I can't tell you what it's taken for me to get to that point. So I appreciate that still others are not in that position. And I hope that whatever comes from my situation will help others ultimately as well. But it hasn't been easy getting there, as Alberto saw some evidence the other night. Some of the story leading up to that, where not only was obviously I was you know, put into a bloody police car and taken away and put into a mental institution to be assessed, that it didn't there. You know, I have been continually what's the word, discriminated against by the police throughout this. I've had psychiatric nurses turning up on my door. I've had social services you know, check out, because when I tried to report some child pornography that had been running through our network, again, one of my children being associated, one of my children, somehow that meant mine were going on the dark net and doing things I shouldn't be doing, which was, you know, it's just complete bollocks. But so I really do know what it, you know, it has been a really, really hard trek. And I'm petrified of the police, because that first time I went to the police, this had been going on about 6 or 7 weeks, and I'd gone into the police station for 20 minutes. They thought, like you said, one of them made this joke about how, when I said, "Are you technical at all?" Because I have come from an IT background, and I certainly knew a lot more than they did, even though I didn't really know what I was talking about at that time. He just made some joke about, "Oh, well, I can turn my phone on and off," you know, and thought it was hysterical. So the lower levels of policing don't have a fucking clue. I get that, because they're just like everybody else in this world, like that we were talking about previously. But then, you know, to be a mother of two who's on their own, who's completely reliant, to find yourself then, you know, in a hospital where there's people screaming in the background, and the psychiatrist who's about to interview comes in the room, walks up to you and whispers in your ear, "Is the television talking to you?" It's like, what the fuck? It's very intimidating, and it made me very scared of the police for a long time.
Samantha, I mean, you're not alone about this. I mean, I was taken from the cops from like 2 weeks ago, and they actually took me from nowhere. And I've been tracing it back due to some reasons that are not, I mean, nobody could believe in. So, I mean, I feel you, and I understand what you're going through, and holy heck, you're in the same fucking situation as me.
Sorry, say that again. Do I think?
No, you're basically in the same fucking situation
Yes,
with me.
yes. Oh, I'm sure.
Oh,
There's, yeah, it's terrible, really, isn't it? But what's worse is, I think to myself sometimes, you know, whoever is ultimately behind this, you know, they need to be fucking hung. I hope there's in a country that still has, you know, the death penalty.
unfortunately,
Ultimately,
Samantha, some of
sorry.
the people that are behind it are from your country.
Do you know what? Yes. Okay. Yes, I. Do you know? Yes, I know that actually.
Yeah, it's true. They have an African saying that when there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. So basically, I think they might be from your country. But all I can say for
So
now
does everyone think that, actually? Because that's really interesting, because I've been fighting against that in some ways, but I've been followed way back now by the same person on 8 different occasions to the place. And I've also had some really, kind of scary experiences from that. Those things don't happen now, but obviously that's in my country, in my locality. But I've always just tried to oh shit, sorry, hang on, I just need a sec, sorry.
that's pretty weird, having someone follow you around. Zap it. How do you say it? Is really weird. But
Oh, let's
and
do like this. Let's put a honeypot on Samantha's computer. Let's see who is actually connected. I mean, it's easy for
yeah,
us, isn't it?
yeah. And looking at what she's saying, it goes way beyond the tech stuff,
It does.
because
It does. Yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
because
Nana and Alberto, we are able to do this. We can actually put a honeypot there. Let's see. Let's look at SSH connections. Let's track them. Let's see what's going on.
We are able to help you, Samantha, and we all understand you, and we are here to help each other because basically, I think Nana is the lucky one. The rest of us are all fuck up, and we are all in the same ship. We should be a club of people being fuck up with the government by espionage, so we can help you, and it's not that complicated.
Well,
It
yeah, but
takes us.
it's everyone's in the same. But sorry, I just had to gather my thoughts there for a minute, because it just makes me a bit, hearing you say that you think it's some people in my country just makes me feel a bit scared, actually. So, and I've overcome being scared. But
yeah,
yeah, anyway, sorry. I should put some. Do you know what I found recently? My mum's old iPhone had a botnet running off of it. I need to put some stuff in my WordPress thing, because Alberto, I've been trying on actually post directly on your website. So I hadn't told you yet, but what I've been doing is that I managed to set it up just a generic WordPress.com subdomain, and I've been posting on that, and then I was going to export to your site, because I just cannot connect to your site. I'm still getting that same error. Sorry.
Okay, that's really weird because the first post that you created, I could see, and then you had that problem. That's really weird. I never had that problem myself. So, fuck, Samantha.
Well, you've seen with your own eyes some of the
No, I
things,
know, I know. I'm just
that's
kidding. I'm
happening
just
in real
kidding.
time.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. So no, but it is. We have had a couple of bizarre experiences in our communications, haven't we? Where things just the mysteries of what goes on. But what I should do is I've got probably find that quite easily, actually. I'll stick that on there. It's a Shodan report of that particular botnet. So should I run them through? Should I tell them my theory?
I would love to hear that if you don't think
well,
that.
no, you've heard it already.
Yeah.
Or some of it, anyway.
Guys, might I say something? The rest of the discussion might be better on Signal, so we got actually encrypted discussion.
I agree.
I agree. Yeah.
On what?
Signal. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Oh, you see, unfortunately, when I use Signal, my Signal account is still corrupt and I can show you that as well. I can show you the logs from that, because I'm, as I say, the enterprise enrollment, and my device, when
Samantha,
I log in.
Samantha, sorry to disturb you, but I mean, it's a text-based shit that is going out, but everything what you speak about, I mean, looking at it, I'm a telecom engineer, so I'm looking at it, and the SRTP string is very hard to crack. It's super hard to crack. You need.
No, it's not about cracking it. It's because my device is owned, and I seem to share it with a Mac. Right? I don't have a Mac. I just have an iPhone. That's all I have in the world. One iPhone. That's all I ever use. But I am continually logging in.
Samantha, I mean,
yes?
Sorry to say it, but Nana, can you tell about Pegasus to Samantha?
Oh, I know about Pegasus.
but he knows better. He knows other things that are very
Oh,
interesting.
really? I should. Do you know that thing I showed you the other day? I have to see if that's relevant or not. Maybe I can stick that in the space.
Yeah, well, Samantha, I'm just trying to tell you that like what you're telling us is RTP. It basically goes in rich time protocol, which basically is just an EtherCAT or a Wireshark from decrypting. So I mean, what I'm saying
Okay.
is maybe we should continue this discussion with encrypted discussion.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Yeah. I'm whatever. Yeah. I'm good. Just tell me what to do.
The problem that you mentioned, Samantha, is that you cannot open the app in your cellular.
What Signal?
Yes.
Oh no, I just don't have it. I can get it again. I don't. I used to have it, but I got rid of it. So I don't have any communication apps because I think. Well, I just don't. I don't really communicate with many people. I've done more bloody communicating in the last few weeks since I met Alberto than I have done in a long time, really.
Well, it's either that or we can use Facebook because
No,
it's
Facebook. Fuck Facebook.
We're not using WhatsApp. We're not using Facebook.
No,
Holy
no,
fuck them.
yeah,
Fuck them.
yeah,
Oh,
totally,
fuck
100%.
it. You're so pro-minded. Facebook is secure, man.
Oh, fuck off. Facebook a cunt. Oh,
So well,
I said a
speaking
really
of
bad
WhatsApp,
word.
right? Speaking of WhatsApp, right? You see these guys are saying they have this end-to-end encryption messaging or blah 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 blah. So recently a friend of mine called me and he said someone sent him a PDF, right, about carding, uh, and it was just a PDF, no encryption. It was just a text PDF.
Metasploit, bro.
No. Let me just land here. And when he sent the PDF over WhatsApp, WhatsApp said end-to-end encryption. They are not reading our messages. This guy received a prompt from WhatsApp that this PDF has I mean, what do you call it? I think it's not secure, right? So I was thinking maybe it had this like you said, Metasploit. I thought it was just a Metasploit payload. But looking at the PDF, it was just a mere PDF with a text. So these guys are telling us that they are not reading our messages, but they were able to see that this PDF had carding contents on it. It's like, how? What in the hell? But you said you weren't reading our messages. So do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I sent you a picture of a nude picture of me, and it tells you, oh, the content you are receiving is probably sensitive, not for minors. What the fuck?
Obviously not
Exactly.
for minors.
Exactly. These guys are there trading fake stuff to people and selling fake stuff to people. I don't know how to put it, but most people are like, they believe what they tell them because in code they like the technical know-how. They just believe what they tell them, and they sometimes tend to argue with you when you give them the facts. So something else. Yeah, I choose not to talk about it more because
No, you're so fucking correct. You're so fucking right. I mean,
Yes.
I love listening to you.
I don't know why it is that everybody wants to rationalize something that, you say, oh, look, you show them something really bizarre that's occurred that shouldn't happen. And people want to find I understand that's just a human instinct, isn't it, to rationalize something. But when it's somebody that knows absolutely fuck all about technology, it really annoys me.
oh really?
Yeah, because I find it insulting. Because I'm saying, well, no, actually, this is what's happened, but they don't want to buy that, even if it's completely, evidential and factual. They want to rationalize it in some crappy way that makes sense to them, I suppose.
Okay. Well, I get where you're coming from, but yeah.
That's just my experience with people. That's all. Sorry.
No problem, no problem. Yeah, I get you because imagine if you try to talk about a chair and someone tries to give you the components of a chair, what makes up a chair, and yeah, it feels a bit weird. I understand you. I understand from your point.
Yes. Well, I suppose it's too science fiction. A lot of this still for most people to be able to handle.
That is really true. Yeah, that is really true. Yeah.
And it's just, I suppose it's the ones that dare to peek over the edge to see, and perhaps, you know, your knowledge and your experience with these things tells you that actually, you know, that there's more to this or whatever. I don't know, because most people would not do what I've done, coming from a non-tech background. You know, and you can see, I see people putting in forum posts, and I've seen loads of people posting about the fact that they think they've been hacked or their iPhone's been hacked, and then they just get shat on in these forums where other people that are supposed to understand security sort of just either just shut them down because they're not making sense to them, or and it breaks my heart, actually. And that quite difficult to deal with, because you kind of want to reach out to these people, but you can't. But then this space, perhaps, you know, perhaps this is the answer, because you can actually communicate with somebody, like talking. I think until now, you don't know who's behind the email. You don't know if your email would actually reach that person. You don't know if who that is you're speaking with. If you're speaking to someone, it's also anonymous, isn't it? Whereas I think spaces, the voice element of it does change things a bit, because it adds some level of authenticity.
I think the reason why these people are, you see, most people are like Hollywood hackers, right? When you say something that they don't know, or they feel like it's impossible, they
Yes.
try to shut you up. Yeah, because they've been living this Hollywood world of hackers. You know, like, you know, when someone has this green screen and everything, you know, listening to rock music and stuff, you know, as
Yes.
it makes them feel like anything that is not related to the movie or the Hollywood hacking type, they tend to blow it away because they are just in quotes technology fanboys, right? But they are not the experts. So basically, when you talk about these things about your iPhone being hacked or someone spying on you, they feel like, iPhone is, oh, and I quote again, so protective, provide privacy and stuff, you know. So I get you, Samantha. I get you.
Sure. I just
Yeah, they don't
I
know
think
that actually real hackers listen to romantic music and cry at night. Right, Samantha? Samantha, tell me
romantic
I'm a girl.
girls.
Fucking Alberto, that was a fucking lovely one. I mean, this is exactly what's going on. I mean, looking at us, I really love listening to what is being said here. I mean, Samantha, maybe if we actually build a honeypot on your, what was it? You had a server.
I've got no server. I've got nothing. I've got an iPhone. We've got a home router. No,
That's it.
sorry.
That's
You can
it.
exploit the router really easy, because
No, it's a
no, I'm just
what?
saying that obviously with the latest was it Tenable
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
exploit? They just
root
the
exploit that as well.
CVE.
But
Sorry.
root exploit. I mean, I
No,
don't know.
sorry. Tenable just released. They released oh God, what, I don't know if it's a white paper or certainly a report, and associated with 3 CVE numbers, literally a few weeks ago, that includes the BT router that I have.
Oh, it's a British Telecom.
Yes. Oh, you can see that,
shit.
can you?
That shit. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
shit.
but do you know what? That's not the root of all evil.
No, I mean no.
No, I mean it is massively at the root of evil, but it's not the only root of all evil. But I believe it's, well, in fact, I think we had affirmation of this the other day, didn't we, Alberto, when we were talking and some guy who follows me, who's a threat hunter, PhD, lots of things, had been following my stuff on Alien Vault and had used my work as such for his I don't know what he did. Do you know, Alberto? Do you reckon he did like
yeah.
it's some kind of
He said
private
that.
investigation, but it
Yeah,
involved over 100
basically,
routers?
he was unable to give details, which is completely understandable. But the main point was that he said your research, your information was extremely useful, and they were researching in the UK and the USA regarding the issue.
Yes, and my hypothesis was 100% spot on. I don't know what if he means my summary. That's I don't remember writing a hypothesis, but here you go. I thought that was funny. Yeah, I think it's, if he's, I don't know which bit he's referring to because I've done so much, but it's the British Telecom routers are partitioned to allow a small amount of bandwidth when you sign up as a consumer home customer, which you donate.
Samantha, your MAC address is going out. Your MAC address is going out, and your IP is going out directly to the ISP. I mean, it's quite a. I mean, everybody uses it. Looking at the ISPs using it in the world, I mean, everything is basically being traced. And I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but I would really love to set up a honeypot on your side. I think Nana.
That's not rude. I don't think that's rude. I know that. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what that involves, but I just literally have an iPhone, so I don't have much stuff.
No, it's on your internet connection. I mean, your Wi-Fi.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a really good SDR guy, so I hack a lot of those shits.
Sure.
Yeah. But
well, I think ultimately it's being rerouted. If you, I don't know what my IP is at the minute. Is it a 109 something? 109.157.
I have no clue because I'm on my phone as well. But the thing we would be able to do is basically putting up a fake SSL connection and setting up your environment as a target. You need to see yourself as a target, and we're gonna be setting up a CNC server, which is basically a command and control server.
Yeah.
And to actually watch who is connecting.
Oh, okay. Well, to be honest, I'd be, I wouldn't say too much about it. I'd just do it.
Yeah, if you want to write down, her IP address is 109.
No, bro, we don't speak about IP addresses over here.
I'm just kidding.
But that's the thing. That's a public IP address that is in the BT Wi-Fi, public Wi-Fi range. It's not a, see, if it was a private home IP, it should be 81 dot something. But I also, I mean, I've got some very interesting things I could put on the table as regards the BT. Some of the things I've already established and over time, but more particularly is the fact that it seemed to push us onto the public internet, and that's what I was saying about the routers, the partition, which I think is what Nassad, whatever his name was, or that helped his whatever he did with the routers, because it's like and I think they're using the pre-configured port forwarding shit in the BT routers. They're so, oh god, I mean, BT think they're god.
Samantha,
they really do.
You know what you're talking about. That's lovely. I mean, the pre-configured. I mean, there is no pre-configured port forwarding. I mean, I think you also know that, but port forwarding.
No. Well, there is in the BT routers. BT have their routers set up where if you want to, there's a section in it. It's really hard to do anything in a BT router because it's so constrained. Unless
do a trace on your router. Look at them. I mean, use Ethercap or use Wireshark. Look where the communication.
I can't use any of that shit anymore. I can't do network asset discovery tool, anything like that. Any tool that is helpful to me, I pretty much can't access anymore, because over the time where I've started to, investigate these tools and use them,
you're a bright girl. You're a really bright girl. You're a really bright person. I can hear it on you. I mean, you're figuring this out. I mean, holy heck.
Yes, well, I do have a brain cell or two, but
yeah, always put people up. Always people up.
It's still massively complex when you don't understand code. But I do have some, I know that's what I wanted to ask you guys a minute ago, is have you looked or been investigating on any level, the firmware level for any device in your environment?
I would say no. I mean, I'm getting threats about my TPMs being pushed around. I mean, my firmware is being pushed around. It's like, holy heck. I mean, even a BIOS flash would not resolve that kind of fucking issue because I need to go deeper. But no.
Well, okay. I think that's the fundamental crux of this whole nightmare in many ways, because I recently connected with someone called Trans Hackerism, who is a guy. He's worked for lots of big security companies. He's really into AI. He's very knowledgeable. And he currently he's the cyber strategist for a company called Eclipsium. And to my knowledge, they are the only company in the world that focus solely on firmware and firmware sort of from the level, from the ground up. Now, they did a thing at DEF CON in August, a couple of the researchers, where I don't know whether you follow anything at DEF CON, but it's well worth a view, because I'm sure that will explain it much better than I possibly could. I'll put it on the spaces in a sec so you can have a look. It's not that long, but it basically exploits the Intel chip bit where it's been designed to be able to securely update or flash your firmware if you had a problem, and they've actually exploited that. They also are aware, and we know that TrickBot have got TrickBoot, and they are using firmware to give persistence.
Samantha.
Yes.
Holy heck, you are good at this shit.
Well, I'm just telling you what I've read or learned or been told.
No, you're really good at this shit. I love listening to you.
Oh, thank you very much. That's, most people don't say that, so that's
And
nice
basically, the passion that you express, I mean, you really want to understand, and you're giving all your energies on this. This is amazing. So not everybody. The easiest thing to do is do nothing and just go. But you don't do that. You are amazing.
Oh, thank you. Oh, don't! I'll start blushing. Guys, look up.
Oh, come on, girls don't blush. Only guys. You're a
Okay, I'm not concerned, but Eric's been here for ages listening to us, and can you say hi? Well, you might, maybe Eric's another one of us. I don't know.
Eric just sent me a message that I know Eric. I just got to realize I know him personally, and he just told me he's enjoying a conversation. He prefer being quiet because it's more eye-opening to him, and he's learning a lot here than he used to learn at the lecture hall. It's really funny here. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's cool. I just wondered because I just didn't want him to feel left out.
I mean, unfortunately, Edra left. I mean, he's a good guy as well. He's a really young guy, but he's trying to push himself into the black hat scene. And I've been like, holy heck, no, you have nothing to leverage over here.
Right. Who was that, sorry?
Edra, that was here before. He's a very young guy. He's just 17. And he's he has his issues as well. But, I mean, some of us we met before from some different places on IRC, but instead of, what text-based chat makes. I mean, text-based chat is so shit. You read and you calculate, you understand, but you don't understand the right way.
Sorry, say that last bit again. You went all crackly.
Oh, sorry, Anne. I mean, some of us met on IRC once upon.
Oh, okay. Yes.
And text-based is so shit. I mean, analyzing text-based chat is, I mean, I can't even put it in words, but holy heck, that's my word.
Okay. I'm not quite sure I understand what you mean, but
I know.
No,
it was
that's all right.
I'm sorry about that.
No, please don't be sorry. I'm just trying to read between the lines. I'm just also find this DEF CON thing because I think it will blow your mind, actually. Here we go.
Yeah, well, we're not Lizard Squad. We're not Ludsec. We're not those things. I mean, even you guys, I mean, if you pretty sure you know both Ludsec and Lizard Squad.
Lizard Squad. Now, we know someone that was involved with that, don't we, Alberto?
Yes, we do.
I can figure. Love you all.
Oh, okay. Right, I'll just leave that to you guys to comprehend. I don't really, but yeah, there it is. Can you see? I put a tweet in the space there. Those are the two, or Jesse Michaels here. He's one of the researchers, and yeah, Biodisconnect it's called. Now, I suggest you have a little look at that because I think it will help. Actually, I think it will help you.
Samantha, do you know about Sabu?
Do I know about
Sabu?
Sabu,
that was part of Lulzak.
No,
He's writing a book at the moment, which will be very interesting to read. Just for your
Okay.
information.
Okay. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know where he's. You say he was in here, was he?
No, he wasn't in here. Definitely
Oh.
not in here. But he is a part of the old 420 crew.
420 crew. Okay, we're getting out of my realms here.
Yeah, I mean, Anonymous was created by 420 Chan.
Okay.
So I'm telling you some secrets now. I mean, Anonymous was created by 420 Chan, and from there, the IRC channel actually escalated. It's way back. It's way back. It's not yesterday.
Okay.
And if you look up the nickname SABU, you will figure out some things.
Okay. Actually, actually have heard of that for some reason. Now you say it, or maybe it's. I'll have a look at that. SABU. I'm just writing it down. Sorry, I write everything down. I have a bedroom full of paper files, literally thousands and thousands and thousands of them. I've lost so much digital information. I print everything now, so I have so much evidence. It's ridiculous. Okay, I don't know where everyone's gone. You're all on mute. I'm just going to go and make a cup of tea because I'm really thirsty and have a wee, if that's all right. So I'll be back. Maybe you're all watching the BIOS disconnect. Who knows? I'll see you in a sec.
No. I was setting up my my signal for a sec. So yeah.
Okay, but I'm still going to go and I'll be back in 5. All right.
All right. Bye. Bye. Hello.
Alberto, did I say
Yes.
too much?
Sorry?
Did I say too much?
No. I actually sent you both of you a direct message.
That's 100.
Okay. This woman, she's really amazing. I mean, she
knows hacking. She's very into it. I mean, looking at her or at her language, I mean, Nana is well aware of it as well. I mean, listening to it, it's beautiful, isn't it?
yes,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And
She knows a lot.
I mean, I feel identified with so many things, but the fact that her main objective is to prevent other people from living what she's living is basically the main motivation that drives me to do the things that I do. Because what happened to me is past, and I can only look into the future and helping others and preventing people from suffering from the injustice of this world is what drives me to do the things that I do. And
But
see that,
but no, we all talking like friends. I mean, we are not trying to set this up like a fucking podcast either. So
yeah,
we're just here to talk. And I mean, I've been drunk since fucking 11 o'clock. So, I mean, if I should show you guys the threats we got on our signal group, you guys would be like, what the fuck?
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's been a mess. It's been a mess. I mean, Nana, get the fuck in here.
Yeah. What's up?
I mean, it's lovely listening to you. It's like, oh yeah, Metasploit, root exploit, every exploit that is in there.
Yeah. You see, it's cool hanging around. You know,
Yeah.
we all know black hat, but
No, we are gray hats. We're gray hats.
Yeah. It
I am
depends. It depends
colorblind.
on.
Sorry, I can't
But
distinguish the
have you
colors.
heard about red hats? Fuck. Oh my God.
We are not black hats, but like Alberto said, he's like he always says that when we talk about hats regarding hacking, but
Yeah, it's like, holy heck, no, we just have our fucking stripe on, you know?
yeah,
I
but
don't know. Depends on the day which hat I wear, and I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care about the hat. I fucking care about what I do.
But
Yeah.
this is one of your spaces. I mean, love yourself for that. We're pushing you up, as I told you on other channels as well, where they were actually saying shit about you, where I actually got mad. Holy heck, I'm gonna fucking hack you. With what? A fucking PDF on Metasploit?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, like. Oh, but
That's what Nana goes on. It's like, yep, no. This guy can go to wires total directly.
yeah, because I wouldn't let anyone. Basically, I will make myself very difficult to hack. Yeah, because everyone is hackable, provided you're a human being. And
Cool. I
yeah,
mean, in the Black Cat scene, it's like breaking into someone's place. I mean, they broke into my place and bragged about it. And now I have my target. He's like, holy shit. He's like taking 10 meters from me when he sees me. Like, fuck you, man.
Yeah, don't fuck with me because I wouldn't fuck if I was me, I wouldn't fuck with me because don't fuck with the bad side of me, please.
Exactly. We are the internationals. We're not nationals. We're internationals.
Yeah, and you don't know what I mean. Please be careful with your words when talking to me because you don't know what I mean. Respect me,
We do.
because you don't know what's behind me.
We do always, Alberto. We love
No,
you
yeah,
as
I'm not telling you to respect me. I'm saying in general, you have to be humble. You don't need to brag about anything. As I always said, I did never mention about the things that I have done in my life regarding hacking because my intention was never to brag or to tweet, oh, I did this or this. Basically, what's known is something that I didn't do, and I got famous because something I actually didn't do. But I don't fucking care about telling or showing what I did. I don't give a fuck. That's for me, for myself, and just to know what I can do. And I don't have to prove anything to anyone.
exactly. You're a good man.
exactly.
Always remember that.
So this brings me to an incident what happened at our gym. There was this guy who is often chatting females on Facebook. He often finds a lot of girlfriends on Facebook. I don't know how he does that, but it's kind of disgusting to me. But yeah, he does that all the time, and I was like, someone can really mess with you, like because they really know what you want, and you're always receiving it. Like, how can someone mess with me? Me. I always have a pen on my phone. I was like, oh, really? It's like, okay, well, suit yourself because he feels like he's all good, and he was like, what do you know about like hacking? I was like, no, I'm just advising you because you're always meeting girls, sending them money via Facebook. You talk to them, they ask you for money, and you meet them and stuff. It will get to a point that someone can use that against you. Like, what do you know about hacking? I was like, okay, well, fine. I'll keep my shit to myself. I don't like to brag, so yeah.
That's the thing, Nana and Alberto. If I would show you the real logs, which I've been set up for, you guys would be like, holy heck, it's not him. Oh, we can actually do world news today. If I put the fucking news out, what the fuck actually happened during the NordVPN hacks. And I've been pushed around. I was like, holy heck, that's a fucking local hack, inserting a fucking stick in the fucking server.
Oh, shut up here.
Sorry, bro?
Don't speak about that here.
No. No. This is so old. It's so old, so it's okay.
Okay. Hi,
So
Samantha.
there's this.
It's
How was
because
your cigarette?
it's because
No, I just want to make a cup of tea.
it's
Oh,
because
And a
Alberto.
you should smoke a cigarette.
well, I will do, but I don't need to leave the room and put you all on mute for that, do I? I just I just put a thing, another tweet up there, or that's my lovely Arabic magic text email, which I've always thought is really interesting, but I've never quite understood. So I somehow managed it, and this is where the social media side comes in, and how it's, I believe I'm sharing my Twitter account with somebody else, although clearly it's just, many people perhaps are, but so I'm in a public library and I get an email. I can't find the email, and then I discover it right at the bottom of my inbox because it's been backdated. Now, I know for a fact this is bollocks because I never used this particular email for anything to do with anything but my kids and school and personal stuff. I had my maiden name forming the actual email itself. And anyway, so I'm sat in the public library and I find this email, and then when I open it up, it's a Twitter account confirmation. Half of it's in Arabic. And then when I hovered the mouse over my email address, it physically turned into Arabic text. And then when you took it off, it transformed back to English text.
Hey, Lod, I mean, that's one of the keystroke. I mean, you got keystroke injection, right?
Right. Well, I don't know. I've always been puzzled by what that did that day.
Hey, let us put a honeypot on your machine and let's figure this out, because
I can also tell you that a big part of this is the gaming element, is the Xbox. My son's Xbox.
It is definitely.
Oh, you know this too. Oh, brilliant. I did actually catch that there's some really bizarre things. My ex-boyfriend, who I recently dumped for being a miserable bastard. He's even more miserable than me, and he didn't have a reason to be. He has never played a gaming console in his life. He's a criminal lawyer. He is total technophobe. He was 10 years older than me, so even more sort of, of that age group that don't want to embrace technology, let alone understand it.
At least you tried.
Sorry?
At least you tried.
Yes. Anyway, so throughout lockdown, I spent most of my time there, but my kids, I got kind of stuck because, anyway, it doesn't matter. My mum and my kids were still in Sutton, and so, but what kept happening is I kept finding a media server being set up on his work laptop. We only had a Windows 10 Pro laptop. He has 2 iPhones and I had an iPhone. That was it. That's the whole expanse of technology in the house. Anyway, so their security people was really, really shit as well. But he's still walking around with a laptop that's got no fucking anything on it. No VPN, nothing, just nothing. And he's a criminal lawyer, so he's accessing really sensitive data all of the time on the UK's Crown Prosecution Service website. He's also a barrister, so he's got quite high levels of permission, in terms of sensitive info. So it's really, really scary because you think, that's the crux of all society going on in there. But anyway, so he's never had a console, and I kept finding an Xbox being set up as a media server on his laptop. And then one day I found some really interesting logs that were basically using the default app that comes on Windows for the Xbox. Oh God, what's it called? I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but it's a default app that you can use with your Xbox that's on a Windows PC. And the logs actually show that somebody from a remote place was logging in, or somehow he's getting connection through that actual default app to my network, and they're fucking with the audio, capturing audio within that actual app itself. And I've got some still somewhere I can send you if anybody is interested. And he didn't even have an Xbox, that was the point. And it tracks back to being my son's Xbox, who was like 40 miles away and has never been on his network. How fucked up is that?
No worries. We can actually put some PowerShell scripts or some Bash scripts on it just to make them believe something that is not true. I mean, I did that back in 2017. I had a honeypot that actually fucked a lot of people up. But the thing is, when the honeypot was run in a way that I would never have ever been able to run it, because it's pure fucking idiotism. It's when I was fishing. So somebody broke into my apartment, run the honeypot, and
did you say fishing?
I traced them back. And
you said when you were fishing.
Yeah, I was fishing.
Yeah, he likes,
With an F or with a P?
It's no
Well,
fucking
P.
secret that I was in here.
no, he likes to eat fishes.
Fishing or fishing with a P or with an F?
Well, I mean, the girls from the American girls that look at them fishing is like holy heck. But I mean, I'm even trying to do meme about that. But hey, that's not what we're talking about. I mean, Samantha, we would
Yes.
love to make a fucking honeypot on your machines, on your router, to see what's going on. I mean, fool them, trick them. I mean, this is who I am. I mean, I've been doing this for a long.
She have already accepted. So
That's
just do
fine.
it.
I mean, I just like I say. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
I can't. I don't have to do
I
that.
need
So
you, Alberto and Nana as well. I mean, Nana, holy heck, what you told me earlier on this call, that's fucking amazing. But it's all about balls.
I got some of those.
Yeah, yeah,
You got balls. I know.
Yeah, I am the girl here, Samantha. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I know you listen to all that
Thank you,
fucking
thank you.
romantic
I love
music.
you
Whatever,
too. Thank you.
bollocks.
Yeah. Whatsoever.
I know. I am. That's what my ex-boyfriend also used to say. You know, you're like the man of the relationship. Not that I'm masculine in any way. I just my attitude is
Oh,
more
you kidding me?
manly. He did
You
the
kidding?
washing and the washing up, and that was all good by me. So I dealt with the breakages and the the logical things that needed fixing, or I don't know, whatever. But I'm not girly.
Samantha, are you from Manchester?
No, I am not from Manchester. Why?
London.
Do I? They have a. I can't, I'm not even going to try and do an accent because I'm rubbish at accents. But they talk
Yeah.
No, I'm not from Manchester at all. I'm from the south of
I know
England.
you're from London, but I was thinking maybe natively, maybe you're from Manchester or something. But I was just asking.
No,
Yeah.
no.
So, guys,
Not at all.
Nana and Alberto, I mean, would we be able to put a honeypot on her server?
I don't have a server.
No, well,
What do you mean?
don't take that too much. But Nana
Okay.
and Alberto, yes or no? Boolean, one or zero.
Are you a one or a
One.
zero? Do you want to make a change in the world, or come on, Elliot? One
Have
or
a
a
bear
zero?
shit in the woods is what we say in England.
Are you a one or a zero, Samantha?
No,
It's
I'm a one.
Boolean.
Can't get any fucking worse, can it? So
okay. She's a one.
Would we
Oh,
dare actually do this, Nana and Alberto?
yes, I'm engaged.
Yeah.
Okay. Nana,
Yeah. I'm a one.
good. So we got our team. We're gonna go international. We're not gonna be national.
There are no frontiers. The world is only one.
Hey, we can do a fucking SSH chat or whatever we want to do, but let me think.
I so wish Al was about still. So, oh my God, he was amazing. And even though he was so horrible to me, I should share with you some of his findings, really, because, hang on. Oh, shit, I'm ripping it. Let me have a picture of this and put it on. Hang on.
Sorry, off topic. You were in the room I was hosting with Schultz. Do you remember Schultz?
Sorry, bro. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I mean, about Alberto, we don't speak about rude people.
Yeah, I mean, okay, but how interesting are spaces? You fucking meet so amazing people. It's fuck, man.
Alberto, I mean, you're one of my fucking favorites. You and Nana, when he said what he was saying, it's fucking lovely. I mean, it's listening to privacy against security,
and I couldn't speak and express myself, and you were fucking saying what to were in my mouth. Fuck.
Yeah, but Alberto, I already invited you. You have my number in your private messages to Signal. So I wish you join. I really wish Nana to join as well. Samantha, the rest I haven't heard a shit, but I mean, I wish you guys join and you can have a lovely time over there because we are exactly like you guys are.
Oh, what's this? I missed that. Sorry, I was just uploading a picture.
No, sorry, love. We are. I mean,
Did you call
our
me
Signal-
love? Did you say sorry, love? That's so British.
Okay, my bad, my bad. Holy
No,
heck.
it's fine. I thought it was funny. No, it's funny because that's the last expression I expected to come out of your
Well, I
mouth.
used to fucking live in Scotland. If we don't want Scottish accent, I can actually go with Scottish accent as well.
Oh, really? That's. Do you know what? You're freaking me out because. So ages, I can't remember when now. I'd have to look it up, but at some point, I tried to get into my Google Maps, a bit of my account or my Google account, and it had stored a workplace and a home address.
In
I think
Greenock.
it's about, and sorry,
In Greenock.
no,
Okay.
but they were.
Just
Sorry, no, I don't mean. No, it wasn't that. I'm just saying. I don't know what these details were because they weren't details that I'd input. That's for sure. And one of the addresses was Sweden, and the other one was in Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
So my work address was Sweden, and my home address was Edinburgh, which neither correlate to me personally.
Well, just go with the flow. It wasn't me. It wasn't me though. I mean, I got my crew, but hey, you are my new crew, and I'm gonna make you very fucking famous.
Famous? Oh God, I don't know about being famous. I felt overwhelmed with the little bit of attention that I've had as a result of doing the podcast with Alberto, because it was like I couldn't believe it when we'd had a conversation my first time on Spaces, and then the next day he told me that it's on fucking Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh my God. I'm quite even though I'm a Leo, you know, I'm supposed to be a roaring lion, I'm quite shy in the public domain.
I'm a Leo as well.
Oh.
Hey, we roll.
We do rock.
We do rock.
Zodiac signs, right?
Fuck, man. Do I need to add a 0 in that number because international actual it's plus 73 or plus 073?
Plus
Sub.
no zero.
Not you.
Drop the zero.
Not use sub.
No, I know, but I just know that internationally you always drop the zero.
Because I am not connected.
Actually, can you the signal and can you spread the number? I mean, even though I'm looking at how to actually build the virtual number DID, which is basically a very simple number, but don't use the DID on Bull, please, guys, because that's.
I don't know what you're talking about. What's a DID?
A DID is basically a 010 number, which basically hides our numbers.
Oh, what, like the ones I showed you, Alberto, that were in my phone?
Yeah,
yes.
well, I'm trying to look at a way. Alberto and me had this discussion already. How to put our numbers so it's just a fucking VoIP number. Let's put it that way.
Okay, well, I'll let you do that then, because I don't know.
So would you guys be able to join us? Alberto,
what do I need to do?
Right now.
We're on Signal, which is basically
encrypted. Oh, okay, I need to download that then. Hang on.
Alberto, can you spread another? It's okay.
Yes.
You permission. I mean, I'm gonna switch my number as well after this one, but okay.
I don't even fucking care. My number's fucked.
No, but I want you in our crew. I want you in our crew because you're lovely people.
Thank you. No, but what I mean is, I said I don't care about my number being private. My number's on my profile.
We and Alberto had this discussion about how to make virtual numbers and how to spread the virtual numbers instead of having our real numbers out on Signal, which is basically fucking embarrassing. Because I mean, I've been threatened by a lot of people, but that's a different story.
Okay. Fuck. Where is it? Sorry, I'm just trying to find the app. Puppy's Dream House Adventures. No, I'm good for that, thanks. Facebook, WhatsApp. Why is Signal not fucking coming up, for God's sake? Oh, this is bollocks. This really is bollocks. Telegram. Sorry, has Signal like taken a fucking dive or something that doesn't appear in the Apple apps top 200 anymore? Oh, I know I've got it somewhere, so go in. Oh my God. Do you know what? This is ridiculous. I can't actually find it. I'm now in my actual account, my iCloud, you know, whatever bit of the apps, my old apps, looking for it in here, and I can't even fucking see it in here. It's fucking ridiculous. Well, it's not really.
I just received a message from Eric, and he's saying he shouldn't be left out anytime we're having a conversation about, cybersecurity or space or anything. And yeah, he said he's really enjoying himself. I wish he could. I don't know whether he's kind of a shy type, but I don't know. Yeah, so that's what he said, and he said something about the three of us. I mean, Alberto, Zappi, and I. And he said Samantha is also a hacker as well, and because she knows a lot. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah.
Oh, well, sorry to disappoint you. I found it.
Samantha, be proud of that comment.
Okay.
Guys, I mean, I would love to have you all on Signal.
I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to actually download it as we speak.
I'm going to send you a number as well. Alberto, you already have it. If you look at your old messages.
Yes, actually, take a look at your application.
Yeah, and please join us. I mean, these guys are good guys, and they're really lovely people. I mean, we don't push people down, we push people up. Nana,
okay, right, it's downloading.
I really would fucking love to have you there. I mean, thank you for everything tonight. I mean, where you started and how you started. Great fucking dude.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but because we're discussing our security issues over there as well, and instead of using Twitter, holy heck, it was great hearing you saying what we were saying.
Yes. Right, I'm nearly there. I'm just waiting for a verification code. Oh, that's a fake one. Transfer from iOS device. Transfer your account message history. No.
Just click on no when it prompts you. Can I share my information with the NSA? Just click on no.
Okay. How many digits? Oh, incorrect pin. Hang on a minute. Was this my old? This. Enter the pin you created for your. Oh fuck! Hang on a minute. Good old fashioned address book coming out, where I write it all down. I bet none of you do that, do you? Except she can't see that. What the fuck? Shit. This might take me a minute because it's not under S.
Alberto, did you see my request?
Yes. Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, can I spread that request?
Yes. I am there. I am number 8 or number 7.
Yo, I have no fucking clue how many members we are, but it's just a small group. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. These guys are great. Cloud of Cloud Idiots. That's our group.
Oh, if I ever had a group, I would name it something like taxes or I don't know, homework.
Well, bro, you got a lot of SDR hackers. You got a lot of hackers in this group. So I mean, enjoy the ride.
Enjoy, compadre. Yeah.
God, I feel scared now.
Don't, Samantha. After all
I'm just kidding.
you've been through, you're scared with. Come on, Samantha.
I'm kidding.
I don't know whether you're kidding or not. Your sense of humor is so strange. My sense of humor is so obvious and predictable, but yours?
No, I think it's no. I'm like you. I'm quite sarcastic.
Oh.
Hey, I love this group. They are everybody in here is the same as you guys.
Really? And they're all hackers?
No. There are doctors, lawyers, people from the NSA, people from Interpol Uruguay.
Oh, shut up. Do you know what? This is turning into disaster because there was me all fucking gloaty about my handwritten address book with all my accounts and stuff in it, and I can't fucking find the PIN number for Signal, so I can't get back into it. Oh fuck. What? I do get fed up with this fucking password bullshit though. That's for the. You're not waiting for me, are you? Or are you? Okay, someone's heavy breathing, which is quite disconcerting.
Holy heck. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. Just being honest.
Yes, you are.
That's the other thing about me. I just say what I think. I'm ADD, so.
Hey, no worries. You have nothing to explain to us. I mean,
I'm sure.
we are exactly like you are. So you have nothing.
Yeah, I think that's why I fit in, actually, even though I'm not a hacker.
Don't say that. I mean, don't try to.
I mean, your skills, Samantha, you are a hacker.
Don't
because you're. we are listening to you. It's like, holy heck.
There are many people out there bragging, knowing nothing, and the way your knowledge. Don't label yourself not as a hacker. I mean, you are an outlier. You are doing things that not many people are have the balls to do, and you are really amazing. And you're
No, stop,
okay.
stop,
Don't cry. Don't
stop
cry. I
embarrassing.
recommend you to listen to romantic music. That
Yeah, but you can fuck right off with that.
yeah,
I don't do
Amanda
that.
told me that when she's frustrated, she screams. I tell her that I cry, and she tells me that I'm a girl. Can you believe that? I'm not a fucking girl.
So, no,
I just need.
I
I
just when you tell me you're playing your romantic music, and I just say,
yeah, I
stop
need
it,
a hug. I
girl.
need a hug.
They always
Oh,
say British don't cry. I always hear that in movies. They're like,
What?
"Are you crying?" It's like, "No, I'm British." Like,
yeah, everything's fine. Everything's always just fine when you're British. It's fine. That's fine.
Not the posh one. I mean, I met a lot of posh British ones. They were like, "Oh my god, this is so fucking fucktarded. Go fuck yourself then." I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, that's all right. Do you know what? I don't know what to do now because I can't find the fucking pin number.
Actually, it's not basically you can you can oh man you can let me look at the application for the I think
I just I can't believe I haven't fucking written it down. So unlike me.
Well, I'm gonna send a group link to you guys.
I really think that it's important that you understand a bit more about the firmware stuff.
Oh,
By the
wow.
way, because
Holy heck. Samantha, how the
yes,
heck do you actually get into firmware?
I'm not getting into firmware.
No, but you actually understand it. It's fucking lovely, isn't it? I mean, even you saying it, it's goddamn great hearing you.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't really understand other than the fact that I understand what the BIOS and
but
all that
you have
does.
the concept. I mean, the concept itself. It's something that many people that I know in IT, as I mentioned earlier, don't know even how to open a fucking notebook and have no clue about the hardware.
Oh, I can do that. I'm quite good at
It
bricking them
is.
through the BIOS.
I mean, Samantha, you sound so much like a social engineer hacker. I mean, I love you for that.
God, that's scary.
No, wait.
That's the answer a social engineer would say. That's scary.
Well, no, just because I was once told by a fellow female who runs like a cybersecurity training thing that I sound like a hacker and that I should stop because that would get me into trouble.
Yes,
and
absolutely. Rule number one: behave normal. Try to pretend you're normal. Do not tell anyone you're not a hacker, but keep low profile. Show no signs of that because that creates a lot of barrier problems because society is not prepared to have us and to understand us.
But it also comes with good stuff because and you are testament of that. And I think that really came home to me when I heard your story and when you said to me about how you were treated in prison because you were a hacker. You were like God, right? Because it's understood the dimensions of what you were capable of. Therefore, they were all fearful. So you've got people that have committed really, physically.
The most brutal thing, the most brutal things you can imagine. I was surrounded by them.
Yes, exactly. But yet they were fearful of you, not the other way around. And I think that is really amazing. And it's what it brought home to me was the level of non-understand of the technical stuff. Actually, what that means, that's a really powerful message.
Yeah, the thing is that I didn't mention the part of ethical. I just part of hacker.
Yes, well, exactly. Well, no, but would they have even understood the difference anyway? Probably not. But it just the fact that that happened and that you were treated like you were as a result.
Yeah, imagine.
I'm going to be I will lie if I have to.
No, imagine I was given the keys of the computer room of the prison when
I know
initially they told nobody let this guy get close to any device. He's very dangerous. He cannot touch even turn on the lights. I mean, I was basically discriminated, and then I got the keys of the computer room. Fuck! this is amazing.
That was mental. Considering what you were there for as well, it kind of blows my mind.
No,
really,
this is a really bad example and disgusting. And but the analogy is like having a pedophile in prison and putting him in a room with a minor. I mean,
yeah, it is absolutely. I get that. I'm just trying some alphabetical pin just to see if that works. So I don't know what to do now. It's the wrong one. I don't know what to do now.
But you stole it from Crash because it was uninstalled. Don't you have the option to reset it?
Well, it's just asking me for my pin.
You are not setting are you not setting your pin instead of I mean, are you try to put any number?
Try to put any number?
Yeah, any pin.
I did.
Any pin you can remember.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not. Well, it's the pin numbers that I would normally have used that aren't working. So, and because I can't seem to find it written down anywhere.
Don't you have an option to reset it?
No, that's what. Well, it just says need help. I'm just looking now. Hang on a sec. I've just realised. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Hello, Barbecue. Welcome. Barbecue is a friend. Everything's good with him. We are in the middle of an operation, Operation Samantha against global conspiracies and all that.
Samantha, we're gonna make your fucking mind blow up when you actually make our stuff. You're gonna love it.
Okay.
You're gonna love
Create
it.
New pin.
Did you get the message on?
No, I didn't. Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm still fucking about with Signal. Pin entry. If you can't remember your pin, you can create a new one. You can register and use your account, but you'll lose some setting. Oh, okay, whatever. Oh, that's a very fuzzy thing going on there.
Engineers. I mean, we got some that you will love. I mean, we are an international crew as well.
Signal would like to find and connect to devices on your local network. Now, I don't want that, do I? Or do I?
No, you don't. In this case, you don't.
No, that's what I thought. Well, I was just checking with you guys because.
I sent one for Nano as well, and I sent one for you. I mean, Alberto, you already in?
I have sent the invitation that you requested.
Yeah, no.
I'm nearly there.
You're gonna love these people. They're not rude people at all.
Oh, I'll just stick that on there. That'll do. That's enough. You'll know it's me then. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, bloody hell. Alberto, stop it.
I can't help it. I'm a girl. Oh, Barbecue, you're not listening to this, right? I didn't say I'm a girl. Oh, fuck. He did here. Dodge to the moon. Dodge to the moon, Barbecue.
Right. Linked devices. I don't want any of those, do I? No. Account. Registration lock. Require your. Yeah, that'll do. Advanced pin settings. Is there anything I need else to do in here? Any settings that I need to have on or off to make anybody else happy?
No, just be careful with the text settings. I mean, text settings in Signal are still shitty, but
okay.
You're gonna
what
love it.
Censorship circumvention? It's not necessarily already connected. What is that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, oh, sorry, I'm still in advanced settings. Oh God, well, you're not going to know that wailing in the background, are you?
Uh, it's a price you have to pay. Nothing is for free in this life. You have to suffer.
Oh God, it is suffering as well. Right, I'm there.
Okay, I will send you a direct message, Samantha.
Okay. On what?
I'm here. I don't have many channels of communication right now.
Oh no, there we
Alberto,
go.
Yeah.
I mean, Alberto,
Yeah.
can I say one thing to you? Can you switch your nick to something?
Oh fuck you! I wanted to make it suffer. Now I did it on purpose. I did.
On Signal,
Oh.
On Signal, switch it to something else.
Okay, hold on.
Oh.
Yeah. No handles, bro.
Yes, hold on. I'm working on 2 things.
Right, so I've accepted your requests. Okay, so what do I do with that? Just
go to your
just pop it in the okay.
To your messages.
Start your first chat.
Switch your handles when you're in Signal, so we can actually just
switch your handles.
Yeah.
A handle is basically your nickname.
Oh.
So switch it before you go on Signal and just use a different one.
And not and change your picture.
I just
use a rubber ducky or something like that.
How about for fuck's sake? That'll do.
You can put the image of a crazy woman screaming.
Well, I did. I just removed the image of the crazy woman. So. At your request. And now I'm just FFS. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Okay, first I'm adding to.
Should we disconnect from the signal though?
Let's make sure everything is cool here. You should accept a request, Samantha.
Yeah, tax. Yeah.
What?
What do I do?
Tax? What?
Taxes?
I don't know. I would click on accept.
No. You just sent me a message.
Fuck, Samantha, I'm talking in code.
Oh, sorry. Fuck. Do you know what?
Fuck.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. Don't apologize.
Sorry. You know what? I used to talk in code all the time. I used to just not say shit to my family, and I was so good at it. And now I've just given up with all that really. So I need to be reminded. But now I know. That's cool. But I still don't know what to do now.
Just click on yes.
It hasn't. There is no yes.
No, you're already done it. You already done it.
Okay. So. Okay. What else? Anything?
Okay, we are all paying our taxes. Shall we close this and go to the other side?
Yep, I'm good with that. I can start bombarding you with shit now as well.
Yeah, barbecue is probably wondering what the hell is going on. Yes, Abit?
Guys, are you joining or what's going on?
Yeah, we are. We're there. Where are you?
I can't see you.
Okay, wait. Do you want me to add her to the special group or the group that I created? Or both? Can't hear you, Sabit.
Sorry about that. Where the heck is that? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now yes I can.
All right. So I invited you to a group. I mean,
Uh,
Alberto, it's lovely to have you in that group as well. I mean, yeah, maybe we should have a separate group.
okay, well then we will have to pay our taxes. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love those names to to be very I mean to tempt people to enter. I mean those kind of names really scare people. It's like to do things, homework.
I mean, I know my people scares people as well, but it's because of Samantha actually requested for some help, and we're there for her.
And there we are.
I mean, we have balls, so we can actually do what she's asking for.
Yeah, I don't because I'm a girl, but that's that's something that
Hey, barbecue, barbecue. Welcome to fucking club, bro. What the fuck are you listening for? No, he's in here. He's in here.
oh, so,
You can see barbecue is in here. Barbecue. In here.
and we have eruption, which says what seems small has incredible potential. Don't discount it. Instead, take time to what? Oh, it's I cannot read that. Fuck! I hate these bios. Oh, eruption. Oh fuck! I cannot read the whole quote. Sorry. Yeah, fuck. I wish I could read it all.
What's the matter?
That this
I
this
don't know. You know what? I don't know what the fuck's going
no
on
this
now.
this
So
person who has joined has a quote on her bio, and I cannot read the whole quote, and that makes me really frustrating. I want to read it all because what seems small has incredible potential. So far, so true. I completely agree. Not nothing is small. Don't discount it. It's take time to what? Oh fuck! I cannot read.
oh, you're being all romantic again, aren't you, Alberto?
It's not my fault. It's the fault of these people that I don't know if they are legit or are we under attack of bots. I have no clue because this is getting weird. So I should go to pay my taxes instead of here because
Well, I've paid my taxes, but
we are all paying our taxes.
I seem to be spongy.
Hmm. Oh,
I hope that's correct.
yeah. Well, I only know barbecue. That it's cool. Everything's cool with him. So let's make it safe. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to accept that. Let's go to pay our taxes. Okay, we are all there.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye.